Howdy folks, and welcome to Mosaic Team 5, our original Starfinder game. My name is Joe, and I am the GM this evening and many other evenings. And joining me are my friends Dan, Liz, and Olive. Matt will be joining us shortly. They are racing in just like Shade. We're going to play Starfinder tonight, but before we do, a couple of quick announcements. First of all, we're in 2026. It's a brand new year, and so we have all kinds of things that are coming our way. You can see what some of those are over on AlberonRPG on YouTube, on the State of Alberon, where we talk about the big things that are coming up in this year. We are coming back to the world of Iron and Thorn very shortly, and so you'll be able to see that when it comes out. 2026 will also see Campaign 3 of our 10-part meta D&D campaign, Adventures in Alberon, which will be kicking off alongside, probably the same exact week, alongside our Vampire the Masquerade game set in 1991 New York. Amongst a slew of anthologies and one-shots using systems like Lancer, Fallout, 2D20, and Monster Heart 2, we also now have a game in the books for Varsity 2, so all kinds of game systems coming up this year. We have maps, miniatures, handouts, and more. You can see it all. You can see stuff on our table right now. It's Olive's paper towel map, but you can also see miniatures, things like that when we put them up. And you can see them in even greater detail at AlberonRPG on Instagram and Threads. All of our old sessions are over on YouTube, and then tomorrow you can join us at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for D&D as the Wandering Hearts find themselves in a uncomfortable situation in the Tower of the Crimson Mage. We have Monument Studios music in addition to Sirenscape to thank for sound, and that is all the announcements that I have for this week. It is time for Mosaic Team 5.
Mosaic Team 5.
All right. Mosaic Team 5. Last that we played, you found yourself in the Sapphire Lounge as it was plunged into darkness, with only the low red pulse of emergency lights to guide you along the twisted black corridors. Carbon Cartel security was set along the way at a multitude of checkpoints, but with Spice's diplomacy and Shade's computer checks both above 45, you were able to charm and hack your way past both the in-person security and the more computerized systems. As you made it to the exit and past the final bastion of defense, you began to load yourselves into the van, having to weekend at Bernie's the unconscious body of Julian, the former lover of Spice, through all of these corridors and finally into the seats. But as you did so, you were spotted by a massive space troll known as Ledgerhound, who had been able to see through your disguises before, and true to form, he saw through them again and plunged you all into combat. As you all tried to board this van, getting the various members in various states of disarray into the vehicle, Ledgerhound was able to backhand Spice to unconsciousness and then bubble shortly thereafter. But with good driving by Shade and very smart positioning, and Heft managing to just barely get Bubbles on board, you were able to peel out of the Sapphire Lounge and return to your villa, where you are all currently hiding out. You broke up into various groups, finding places to rest for the evening. Spice, you spent a little bit of time with Julian, and you had a moment to think about what the right thing to do would be. You considered leaving him unconscious, you considered a variety of options, but ultimately you revived Julian all by yourself, alone in this room, though the curtain bulging slightly as Heft hiding behind you finally were able to speak to this person that you had been separated for so long. And he was bitterly angry. And as you spoke to him, there was not a concrete resolution, but at the very least, Spice, you felt as if you may have broken down some element of that barrier. But at the same time, Julian seemed to have been waiting for something. And even in his capture, the amount of time in which you spoke, all serving to further that end. But Shade arrived, broke the tension of this engagement, and with Julian still secured, all of you found a little bit of rest. Bubbles, you outside amongst the stars, kind of considering the past or the past events that brought you to where you were, and had a little bit of a heart-to-heart with Shade as well. But in the morning, as the sun begins to rise on this, the 2nd of July in 2250, this is a Sunday for those of you keeping track, the mutagen is refined. In front of you, there are huge tasks ahead. You have heard a little bit from both Julian and other sources that Dr. Maldross still works towards nefarious ends beneath the waves. You now have a craft to get there. You have an approximate location. There is very little that holds you back from pursuing this end. But Mosaic Team 5, it is the morning, and the morning is yours. What would you all like to do?
We see... Oh, wait. Where? So we left last session. Were we talking?
Yeah, we had a real heartbreaking moment for Bubs.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah,
Apologies. I didn't realize I was going to be doing the recap until Matt texted us 5 minutes ago.
I didn't remember it either. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where did she sleep last night? I think she slept in Mari and Meek's bed with them. She's like, I need my girls.
Meek not here, up in the space station,
right.
So that bed relatively open,
Yeah.
and Mari has her own room, but you can certainly crash that room if you wish.
Okay, yeah, so she takes that one, locks the door. Okay. And we wake up, and Spice is beaming now that she's level 16.
You all wake up feeling a little bit better than you felt the previous day. Absolutely. For those of you who...
I am still in terrible shape.
Fair enough. But...
You didn't rest?
No, you broke my heart!
Dude,
so
you're gonna lose this game for us.
No, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it way before.
But mechanically, yes, you got some rest.
Okay.
I slept on the couch. It wasn't a good sleep.
Just because I dented it. Sorry.
So she's... Actually, you know what she does? I think, yes, she was in Meeg's room, but she still creeps into Mari's room after she gets home from work.
Okay.
And she's like, Mari, so there's another person in this house, and it's Julian. You remember him?
Okay, so you say this to Mari, who, like, very bleary-eyed. She worked the evening shift, she got home pretty late, and so you're waking her up without Mari having completed a long rest.
Yes.
But no problem. You wake her up. You can see the hair kind of, like, cut shorter than you had last seen it, actually, but still, like, has some makeup on, didn't quite get it all. You can see there's still, like, little balled up, dried out makeup remover wipes on the side of the dresser.
Ooh, rough.
She got home, like, last call is 2 a.m. You get home at like 3. So she looks at you bleary-eyed and just goes, what? No. It's too early for this, Spice.
I don't know what to do, though. Wake up. I need your help. I don't know what to do.
She, like, rubs the sleep out of her eyes and she says, wait, Julian?
Yeah.
Like the Julian?
Yeah.
Are you
Uzumanki.
stupid? Why is he back here?
Why is he alive? He was already here, and we got into an altercation. And
well, good. Did you kick his ass?
I mean, yes, but also no. I saved him. Also,
well, it's been years.
He's real mad. I can tell you that.
I kind of understand why.
Me too.
So why did you bring him back here?
Well, I wasn't gonna kill him. And
why are those the only two options?
Well, also, he's kind of working for the bad guy right now, and I really think we can turn him. But it's really hard for me emotionally
Spice,
because also my other ex-boyfriend's here.
Spice.
What?
I'm not like you. I didn't fight in the war. I'm not a mercenary, so far be it from me to give you advice on this, but maybe don't involve yourself with the enemy in the middle of what's essentially a war. This seems like a terrible idea, and given that you have a whole team behind you, why didn't you just let them deal with him?
Well, I don't want them to kill him either. And what do you mean by them deal with him?
Put him in a room? I don't know. Put him in jail?
No, that won't do.
There's a million things that you could do with him. You could lock him in a closet. You could put him into cryogenic suspension. And
oh, yeah, we do have the cryo chamber.
you have a cryo chamber, and you're just... And have you only been killing people or talk?
You know, what happens on the job stays on the job, darling. It gets pretty dark.
Okay. But Julian...
I'll spare you the details.
But Julian...
Yes.
You should get him far away.
From here?
From you.
No, but we were so far away for so long. I don't really... We just got reunited, and yes, it was a rough start. But I really don't think it's bad for us to be in the same room anymore.
But what about Bubbles?
Oh. What about him?
He clearly is crazy for you, and you're just going to get back together with this guy that you left for dead who hates you?
I don't know. That's why I came to you. I don't know what to do.
Well, not this.
Fuck. Okay, let me think about this. I'll let you go to sleep, darling. I'm so sorry. I'm just a little bit stressed out.
She puts a hand on your shoulder and she says, "You're making me stressed out too.
No, not you. Relax.
But just think about putting some distance between you and him.
No.
If it was all these years already, what is another couple of weeks? Let this finish before you start something else."
Okay, that's a good point. Okay. Sweet dreams.
She takes the covers and over and almost immediately back to sleep.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
I think Bub slept on the couch. I think Sydney also probably took up a chair or something.
Okay.
Sleeping in a chair sucks.
I would have taken the chair. Cindy can take the couch.
There you go.
I
Very,
know, like
very
I
nice of you.
protein shakes, and I'm now doing some curls in the mirror.
Okay.
Straighten myself out,
Fantastic.
as usual. Hefty.
Okay.
Bubs will I imagine it's just me, Heft, and Sid, just chilling in the downstairs. What are you making your protein shake, Heft?
Whatever's in the cabinet, honestly, as long as it has some sort of protein, or I suspect it does, it's going in the blender. This time I found some peanut butter, some kale, I don't know, some stuff on the floor that looked enticing, and a banana. So we'll see how this one is. It tastes pretty good.
I noticed that Meg and Mari don't really clean that well here. So as long as you're,
for me.
yeah, as long as you're picking things up. I mean, I guess it's part of the solution.
That makes me strong, hefty, and immune to things. You should try it sometime.
No, I had my fill of floor food earlier. I'm good though. Sydney, you look great. I'm glad you're here. I would offer you some floor food, but I think maybe we could scrounge these cabinets. Bubs will scrounge the cabinets looking for food.
You can see, Cindy just gets up. She watches you for maybe a minute or two, and then she'll get up and sigh and just walk across the floor to the food synthesizer. And she'll turn and just say, "We could just print something."
No, oh yeah, sorry. I always assume that's just for alcohol here. I don't know. What do you like to eat nowadays? I usually just eat meat pucks because I like the consistency, and I don't know. It's really. I've honestly. I've gone through the whole galaxy like and tasted like various different cuisines, but like, I feel like meat pucks are still like the best like food. I mean, I can't taste it, but
There was a whole report about how there's no meat in like half of those.
yeah, but like, look at the label. There's this like really cool guy on it. His name is Don Gorski, and he
Oh my
he
god,
like
not
ate
him.
he ate like the world galaxy record for these. So I think like if I eat him off of his like to him, I'll like break the record and be strong like him.
You can see, like, so this person that Bubbles is talking to also looks exactly like Bubbles, is just a woman and a little bit differently dressed, but they're almost like photocopy identical. And so they just kind of
Buff
look,
as fuck.
yeah, they just kind of look at Bubbles, they narrow their eyes, and they just shake their head and they say, I don't understand you.
They look
You
like this guy."
have the entire galaxy here just to
What sideburns?
try new things, and you're going to stick with meat pucks.
No, I'll try whatever you want. You know what? I think you know what. Before this obviously big mission, maybe we should just have like a day for ourselves. You know, because you know I've been feeling pretty down, and you know, Hefty, would you want to join us? You know, we could just like have an out. You know, just like
Cindy puts a hand on your shoulder and she says, I would love that. We've lost so much time, but we can't just take a day.
no. I mean like an hour. You know, like a micro kind of self-care kind of thing. You know, like
Do you want a massage?
oh yeah, sure.
I can give you a massage. Then
I
it will-
think at the word massage, Spice's ears perk up and you see her coming down the stairs. She feel like eyeing for you.
I mean,
Did somebody say massage?
I do have hands and a tail, so
I don't want the tail part. Someone else can have that. Yeah, speaking of time, I don't think we have any. Julian made it pretty clear that he was stalling us yesterday. Yesterday. So I think, we're on the precipice of the mission. We gotta... I think today's the day. She looks around.
I mean, I'm ready. My muscles are ready to go, honestly. I finished my protein shake.
Fellas?
Bubbles is like kind of just trying to like ignore Spice and just like be in the mood of the massage and trying to have his like little like hour self-care or like 30-minute
So
5-second self-care.
how is this working out with, is Hef just in the middle of two like loungers and both you and Spice are just laying down? So this is a couples massage done by just one guy?
I didn't think you were actually taking the massage, were you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my tail is still draped on your shoulder.
Okay.
That's
So
fine.
you drape the tail over the shoulder. You start giving Bubbles a massage. As you, so you massaged Spice before. For Bubbles, as you reach your hands in, there is this almost imperceptible prickling sensation as your hands almost pass through what feels like static. But very quickly, whether or not it's your body kind of becoming attuned to it or just a temporary effect, it goes away pretty quickly. And you can give Bubbles a massage. Bubbles, Heft is very strong. And for the very first time, this is the person who out of combat can kind of crack some of your joints and bones that certainly feels pretty good. And I believe there's actually a mechanical benefit to it as well.
Oh, wow, really?
Okay. Plus 47 temp hit points.
I love that idea.
Yep.
It's called Loosey Goosey.
Called
It gives plus to...
The level 16 Solarian feature, Loosey Goosey.
I mean, they're literally, I have kissed it better, so I wouldn't.
That's fair.
And then do.
Yeah, but I feel like Loosey Goosey is a bridge too far. That's too. So you give Bubbles a massage. About 15 minutes to a half an hour goes by as the other people kind of wake up, sans Mari. You can hear Shade kind of tinkering around in the garage, maybe making some final adjustments or repairing the van from the previous evening. It's only about 7 in the morning. So the sun that's coming through, bright sunlight. It is warm outside. It is a beautiful summer day. What are you all doing?
Great day for a deadly battle, if you ask me. Spice goes outside, is on the front porch, cranes her neck over to the beach. She wants to see how the party is progressing and if the stage is getting set up or if there's like scaffolding or whatever on the beach.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
For what party?
You look up on the beach and immediately in front of the
birthday party.
villa, you're not seeing anything. You look down to the right. You can see in the very distance just the vague shapes of that lantern-light guided tour place that you had all previously spent some time at. Doesn't look like it's doing super well at
32.
the moment.
Is
With a
the party at Hakushinohana?
With a 32, you turn your head to the left and you look down the beach and you
I thought it
can
was on the
see.
beach.
It is not at Hakushinohana.
Oh.
You can see on the beach, it does look like there is what could be classed as construction. It's pretty modest, but there's a stage that is being erected
Okay.
a little bit further back on the beach so that the relatively modest tides still don't cause any damage. It's still in the early sort of stages.
Okay.
And so you would imagine this is a nighttime event.
Yep.
Not this morning.
Yep.
I'm getting Fire Island vibes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Certainly. Certainly.
No, like a disaster
Awesome.
Fire
Should we
Island.
bring
I know, which I love. Both Fire Islands
You're talking
are
about the
amazing
Fire
to me.
Fest?
Yeah, whatever one. Whatever
Oh,
one.
You're
Fantastic.
talking about like the gay party, Fire
That's what I
Island.
first thought.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, absolutely.
So
Then,
what
then I
a
was thinking
themed
about
party
Fire
for
Festival.
fire.
A lot of porta potties and tents out there.
Oh, yeah, porta potties gotta have those.
With Spice outside, Bubs will kind of like get out of his like micro self care for a moment. Yeah, that's good. That's enough. I'm good. I'm good. Wow. Ooh, I feel good. Thank you.
You're welcome. I feel like everybody benefits. I've never had somebody complain about them, so.
Do you want one?
All right. Yeah, dude. I want to feel your hands on my shoulders and whether there's something going on here with the vibe, not mentally, physically.
Okay. I love how overt that was. Heft is fucking awesome. Like, right to the fucking chase.
Bubbles, make a sleight of hand check.
Awesome. That was dope.
13 plus minus 2, 11.
What the fuck?
So Bubbles, you lay down Heft. Bubbles kind of goes around to the left. They hover their hands over you. They seem almost nervous to touch you, and so they kind of like go around to the other side. And there's a lot of like, and then finally Bubbles. And part of this is you're looking at a Vesk for the very first time this close up. There's like segmented armor plates and things. It's like what part is, at certain parts you're like, clothes, not clothes? I'm not sure if this is like, can you touch this part?
It's like trying to massage a turtle.
Yes, very much, I would say for you, like trying to massage a turtle and one that has retreated into its shell. Everything that you touch, there's no give. And it's the kind of sensation that, like, if you push too hard, you're a little nervous, you might crack something. So it's not a good massage. Bubbles kind of, he tickles you, but in a way that doesn't tickle. It just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is like a Sharon technique where it's like nothing but air kind of massage.
Little Reiki action.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah, energy healing.
Before we get out, Sydney, you can't be looking like that. We gotta. I mean, I think you look good, but we're trying to go for like a lockjaw kind of gang aesthetic, and you look like kind of like a beach
Well,
tourist.
where are we going?
Well, we're probably gonna, go on the fuck Lucinda, and then we're going to kind of make our way down to Maldross's Aqua base.
So why does it matter what I look like?
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I kind of want to just stay in the house and yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
She looks at you and she takes your hand and she says, Bubbles, the galaxy has been so chaotic and we've only just found each other, and I understand not wanting to go. More than anything, I understand not wanting to go. I was by myself for so long. And when we do this, even if everything goes right, there's a chance that one of us winds up alone again. And I don't want that. I would give anything to just stay here forever. Just pause it. But we can't do that.
I know. Okay, I guess we could skip the outfit changing part of getting ready. Do you have any weapons?
She holds up her hands.
Fierce.
Oh, do you have any armor?
I'm wearing it. It doesn't look like it, but Socrates is pretty amazing.
Okay.
And the very beginning was a little bit clunky, but the second and third iterations of this armor are fantastic. And for the abilities that I have, it makes them stronger as well.
Okay. Okay, and I mean, if you're ready, I guess I'm ready. Heft?
I'm ready whenever you are. I mean, I was not impressed with that massage, so honestly, let's just go.
Sorry, it's like a maze back there.
The worst thing to ever hear, I think, if you go and get a massage, is your masseuse saying it's like a maze back there.
So hilly.
That's brutal. So, no problem.
Can I also, as she's looking along the beach, I feel like, you know how in anime scenes, like you have the camera is just watching the back of a person as their hair is like flipping in the wind.
Sure.
That's happening. But she's also looking down the beach to see if she recognizes any of her allies, if they've come early to the party.
What was your perception check?
32.
32. With a 32, you can see, not even really them, but from the motions and the movement, currently up on the stage, kind of directing people carrying boxes and rigging up like cords, you can see what is almost certainly Debussy.
Yes!
Standing up on the stage, like personally managing this traffic now.
Okay.
With that check, though they are trying pretty hard to be discreet, you do also get the sense that there is an echo unit off in that direction.
Okay.
Not your echo unit, but one of the echo strike units is in that vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
And so Debussy has protection as well.
Okay. Remind me what the other echoes... Oh, we haven't gone to the other wave crash places.
There were drop-off points, but yeah, there's also the places, yeah.
I think we should... Do we need to check out the wave crash headquarters at not Rocco Delivery?
I think what maybe would be the best... I like your idea of focusing on the beach right now.
Okay.
And I think maybe... What can we do for... Because we're using this as a distraction, right? That's how we set this up?
This party?
Yeah.
Certainly. I mean, it's... For where it's positioned, based on the coordinates that you know Dr. Maldross' base roughly to be, this is going to be positioned right between the majority of Aura's Bay and that. So if you are firing lasers off underwater, there's a good chance that it won't be seen because there's going to be laser lights and strobes and smoke machines.
And I guess also the secondary idea of it is if they tried to bring any submersibles from land, they would have to go through the party, and then it might become like, a ballroom blitz kind of party.
That would be harder. So you guys would need to take some active precautions to bring this party into the water a little bit more, since it's primarily on the beach.
Okay.
Most of Aura's Bay is like coastline, and so there's a lot of places.
Okay, so they can just go around us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down to try to make the party a little bit. How far would we'd have to go out?
Not very far, like 10 minute walk from your villa. It's pretty close.
I'm down to fortify and try to make a little bit of a distraction / last stand kind of area too.
And if you want a piggyback ride, we could get there faster.
I don't understand what you're saying. Fortify what?
So my thought process is, as we go into the water and like kind of break into Maldross' base, the GPF are going to try to like come after us because I imagine there's only so much people can fit under the sea lab.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to bring in reinforcements. So if we could maybe roll to fortify the beach or the kind of the area where they go down to like sink and get into the little cavernous areas, that could buy us some time.
Okay. With what?
I don't know. That's I think what we should try to figure out.
Well, we know Floats, Boats, and Totes has inflatables.
And that's where the Fuck Lucinda is.
Yes, it is.
We could. That's a good idea.
What are the other stores in Aura's Bay that might be useful for us?
So, I'll say you guys pull up the infosphere and you kind of pull up a guide to Aura's Bay just to have a review. You know that there is Apocalypse Kiss. It's an industrial goth nightclub. You know that there is, I would say, Spice, you heard that there is a hallucinogenic trade running through there. Bubbles, you of course know of Aura's Bay Community College.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you had heard from Tiffy that they had opened up a cafe there.
Oh, and Kevin works there.
There is a aquatic lab building. You know that the police department exists, though that you heard that was taken over by the GPF.
Yeah.
You heard that the Aura's Bay Lockout League closed. You know that there's a tanning salon called Blu-rays. There is give me 1 second. Of course, the Constellation Boardwalk, which has bumper cars. There's a gem show. There's a Ferris wheel. There's the mechanical crab jousting ride. There's all kinds of stuff over there. There is a little bit closer into town, Dirty Dirk's Adult Emporium.
Oh, yeah.
There is Floats, Boats, and Totes, which all of you currently have your craft stashed at. There's Hakoshita Hana, the restaurant that you spent some time at. There's a paint shop called Hue House. There is the Humidor, a massive cigar emporium. There is the now closed Jacinto Medical Building. Jewel Garden is a high-end restaurant. You have the Gilded Creed, which you may want to avoid for the foreseeable future.
I like Olive's idea.
There's Moe's Diner. There's the Passion Nail Salon. There's the Rentropy Biotarium. There's the Quicker Liquor. There's the Rocket Courier HQ, which you've been to. There's the Sea Glass Kitchen and Bar, which is burned out, but still technically there.
Oh, yeah.
The Sarah and Ray
We did
Park.
that.
The Terra Matter Applied Technology Building is still functional. There is a farm off a little bit closer to the outskirts of town, and then a movie theater as well. The United Movie Company, number 102. There used to be a surplus supply store that was USR Supplies. That's closed now.
Okay.
And that's pretty much Aura's Bay.
I like Olive's idea of going to Floats, Boats, and Totes. Maybe we could kind of like get some kind of like floaties that we could probably stage some kind of something there.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Is it like just like floats, or can we get like, you know how like sometimes they have
There's
like...
also the lockout stuff.
Ooh. Did they have any floating stuff like I'm looking for like the big gallon kind of like rafts from like Waterworld.
Gallon is thinking too small, my friend.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the 50 gallon
The
one.
swans.
When you were at Floats, Boats, and Totes last, what you used in a sky as your craft was a fake Godzilla that is almost 20 feet tall. So there are huge floats, boats, and totes that you can purchase there.
Okay, I think we got a plan. We can go there and we get
And
the
then
car.
if we have... Okay, so here's my idea. We have floats all around in a circle around the base, really big. And then we have nets that'll catch the ships that are trying to go down. And then, but there's a hole in one of the nets, so we can get in, but only we know where the hole is.
I imagine Spice comes back and she's telling us all this. Yeah, I guess that works.
So I think we should split up, gather supplies, and then meet back here in a couple hours.
I have one eyebrow raised. I don't know if I fully agree with this idea, but I'm gonna see where it goes.
Well, do you have another one?
Not yet.
Okay.
So I do have a question.
Yep.
I understand that like they're going down into the water to like kind of get to this area, and it's like very cavernous. So like at least like fortifying this area, it makes sense because if they were going to go down, they would have to go kind of down to get to this one cavernous area, correct?
No.
No?
I mean,
Okay.
it's the ocean, so you can go up and down terrain. You're moving in 3 dimensions.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you wanted to create some kind of, you haven't seen it, so you don't really know how it could be a massive cavern, 100 miles wide, in which case there's no real practical way to block that up.
Sea mines.
Yeah, true. 100 miles wide is impractical.
I was imagining Fishman Island from One Piece, so it's just like the...
I have watched
bubbles.
7 episodes of One
Okay,
Piece.
well.
But you haven't visualized what it looks like yet. Based on what you know, it's pretty far off the sea. Like, you're going to be in darkness when you get down there. So, hard to tell. But you would need to be much closer, and it will be kind of when you're at your destination that you would probably need to think about blocking off behind you. If that's what you choose to do.
Okay.
Otherwise, if there was a world where you had secured either the USR or Ares a little bit stronger, you might have been able to do like a naval blockade, but that would have been highest prestige level with the USR. You would have had to be like...
We were so tight with the USR, and then something happened.
What happened? Us? What happened?
You sent, well, no, it was actually Spice sent some information over to General Woe that probably shouldn't have been sent.
No, it was Shade.
Oh,
maybe it was.
Oh,
Shade.
yeah, no,
You're
because
right.
It was Shade.
Spice worships Woe. She would never do something bad.
Okay, so in light of this plan of making kind of a catch-all net, what about just beefing up the fuck Lucinda and like trying to find like maybe like mines that we could leave behind us at like the surplus store? Would that be a good idea?
You can certainly look. The surplus store is closed. It was run by the USR and with the GPF now occupying this place. So you could. It's shuttered, but you can certainly try.
I also think we know Wave Crash is also against Maldross. I think we should find a way to alert everyone in Wave Crash that we're moving tonight. So I think I'm gonna go to Rocco HQ and let 1T know tonight's the night.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And maybe instead of trying to block them into the ocean, maybe we can just create another kind of like distraction, maybe somewhere across the city or something that would really gather their attention to not,
have Mosaic Team 1 do something again, like another pirate ship.
I mean, what if we had a distraction?
You already
in the
used them
water?
as a distraction to get your...
If we had a distraction in the water where they thought we were over there, but actually it's an empty ship.
I like that.
Oh,
idea.
Interesting. Well, that's where the lockout things could come in. If there's lockout submersibles, we can have a decoy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how about this? Bubbles, you go to Floats, Boats, and Totes. Heft, you go to...
Liquor? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I will never say no to that. But I think in a time crunch, you should just skip to the lockout tournament that's shut down. But I imagine there's still submersibles there.
Yeah.
So try to get one of those as a decoy, and then I'll go to Rocco HQ. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, team!
Okay. You...
Who's the captain now?
Just go in different directions with no captain. You're free to make your own choices.
Bitch isn't awake yet.
So, Bubbles, we'll start with you.
Can I go with Heth, actually, and then we both can go to float? Because I feel like the floats it will go really quickly.
When I say, what do you guys want to do, it really genuinely means, what do you guys want to do? So the two of you head off in
He's
your
just
own...
enraptured by my massage.
That's fair.
Yeah,
And you're like, ew, get away from me.
Cindy, maybe you should stay here, and... Because you're just so... I don't know, I mean, unless you can find another outfit.
She looks down at herself.
Wow, you
She's
keep
wearing
grilling her.
She's freaking... She's like, what's it called? Cheeseburgers in Paradise. What's his face?
It's very much like gray jumper that you saw Bubbles originally wearing. Just some microcircuitry modified into it.
Who's that guy? Jimmy Buffett. She's very Jimmy Buffett.
Awesome.
I like that. But she is pretty conspicuous. She's Bubbles. Same height, same build, massive shoulders. This is like this warrior woman who stands out, and even more so, glowing, radiant white skin. And in the Aura's Bay sun, like gleams.
I was sitting on the wrong person this entire time.
Almost like sunburn immediately.
I do have a green hoodie stashed back at Mari's. I have a hood, and it's a onesie if she wants to wear that, but it might be a bit hot for her.
For a flame demon like her?
I'm actually pretty good with high temperatures.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, come on in.
Just like pull the drawstrings really tight so we only see your eyeballs.
Just all the way like Kenny from South Park. And just from muffled underneath, you can hear like this.
You got it.
Oh, the fuck Lucinda doesn't have cloaking. Fuck, I forgot.
It does not.
What happened to our cloak? What happened
Project
to Project
Cuttlefish?
Yeah.
899 has it.
Yeah, 899 has it. We left
Fucking
it.
899. 899 is our decoy, though.
I'm more angry about that we gave up a nuke, but...
So, Heft and Bubbles.
Yeah.
You make your way to which place first?
What do you want to do? Finding the lockout to try to find like some kind of like...
Submersible?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Because we gotta like the floats and boats.
Submersible or submersibles? We'll see.
All right.
Okay. So you make your way across town. It's pretty bright, but as you get your way over to the lockout place, many of the buildings there are a little bit more abandoned. You pass the medical center, which is completely shuttered, and you make your way over to the Aura's Bay Lockout League.
And as we're walking, Bubs is like, I bet, are we walking there?
Yeah, I assumed.
Okay, I don't think we...
Do you want a piggyback ride? Up to you.
You're pushing it real hard. I'm starting to consider. As we're walking, Bubs will start kind of like showing pictures of like the lockout tournament because he did have a Polaroid of the team and just like explaining and just being like, oh, and it was so much fun, Cindy, and you would have been really good at it too. And like it was like so much fun, and we did a space lockout battle, and like it was great.
This is just Cindy taking each Polaroid and holding it like right up in front of this little tiny gap of the sweatshirt, but she just kind of nods, and from underneath she goes, "This seems like a really fun time."
Yeah, I mean, it's like they say like you go to one part of the galaxy and see everything in the world, but I went to every part of the galaxy and saw everything.
Well, I'm excited to see these ships. And you make your way through town. There are a few people here. It is quieter than it was the day before, but it's also Sunday morning. And you make your way to Bubbles, a place that you are very familiar with, the Aura's Bay Lockout League. You can see, in fact, the dock that you had launched from to have your first exhibition match. You remember Gibbs firing a lingerie cannon at people.
Oh, yeah.
You remember this entire high-speed chase.
Is this when Shade punched Bubbles, too?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Good memories.
Bubbles, as you round the corner and behold this beach, it is just a memory. You can see the sort of water-mounted garages, these corrugated steel doors drawn down and locked. There is a big sign that has been plastered to the side of this building over where the door would be. And it says, Aura's Bay Lockout League closed on order of the GPF. And there's tiny, tiny little text that you can read if you get a little closer. Do you?
Yeah, sure.
For questions or concerns, see Captain Reeve Carvestar of GPF Peacekeeping Command.
Oh.
Ooh. I was like, maybe it's that guy.
Oh, God, I forget what the captain's name was. I forget his name. Guys, hopefully we're not being watched as we do this. Bubs is just gonna, like, look around.
Take a perception check.
Yeah. It's a 6 plus
Ooh.
20, 26.
26 is pretty good. You look around.
Wow, plus 20 is pretty good.
Yeah.
And there's nobody on this beach. It's still probably about 7:30 in the morning. You look back behind you, and there are people kind of going to and from the town. Nobody immediately seems to be watching you from out here. But as you really focus, inside this closed building, you do see just of movement. And it's too dark and the windows are too dusty to really see what it is, but you do get the sense that you are being watched.
I am very curious about this movement you see, Bubs. I'm wondering if I should scale the wall and look from above to see who's in there, if there's an opening in the ceiling.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Make an athletics check.
So Kelsey Zen's family.
20?
Before you go,
Do you roll a 20?
No, it's a 15 plus 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
before
sorry.
half goes, Bubs will just say, our cover story is that we lost our pet dog.
And
Wow.
Hef just leaps the entire fence and just grabs onto the roof, which is a solid like 15 feet up, with just this one massive claw just into the side. Heft clangs into the corrugated steel. And there is from the inside this kind of yelp. Heft, you hoist yourself up, crawling up onto the top. And you can see there is a skylight in this building, and that is not shuttered or closed. Make a perception check.
As
Kind
this
of
is going
crawl
on,
over there.
Bubs is gonna kind of like blend in with his choice of narrative.
Okay.
Just kind of making like looking for dog noises of just like I haven't seen him. Maybe we look over here.
Okay,
Here, doggy.
Cindy just goes, Butters, and just kind of like goes off, and
Nice.
the two of you you very much do look like siblings.
Yeah.
Though she does have this kind of scrunched in sweatshirt, kind of make this scene of looking for a dog. Heft, what was your check?
I had 13.
With a 13, you peer through. The sunlight coming in behind you makes rays in the store with just dust passing through. You can see there are little models of brightly colored ships on this kind of glass display. You can see what should be an electronic scoreboard turned off. There's some dim lights in here and a vending machine, but you see no people. You see no sign of movement. You're not sure what that was. But with that check, in the dust on the floor, you do make out footprints.
What do the footprints look like?
They look human. You can see a heel. You can see the well-formed kind of arch of what is probably just a shoe. It's bipedal. In Starfinder, there are so many species, it's hard to exactly nail down, but a less exotic humanoid for sure.
Oh God, what was his name?
I have notes on a Farron.
No, it was the captain.
Bazagazit!
I'm looking for the captain's name. I'm pretty sure it's the captain. It's up to you.
Hef, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I would like to climb through the skylight.
So make either a sleight of hand check to try to carefully remove the window from its frame, or make a much easier athletics check to shatter the glass and risk setting off an alarm if there is one installed. It would also be a lot noisier, and probably if the person inside is like an owner of this building, probably going to provoke a less friendly reaction.
Do I have to choose ahead of roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Okay.
It is 15.
After you take your large vest hands, already warmed up from massaging your compatriots, and you try to get your nails underneath the kind of thin part of the glass, and as you get through, you do hear a slight ting, and the glass spiderwebs a little bit from the corner, and you set it back down, kind of aware of the fact that you got very close to just shattering it inward. You didn't break it, but you were not successful in removing it as well. Hello, Matthew.
Hello.
We're
They're infiltrating. So the quick recap is they
boy.
split apart into two different groups. One group is robbing the lockout league to try to get some of the craft to potentially use as like a fire it out into the water and use as a distraction while you guys go under. And then Spice is going to, I believe,
Rocco HQ.
to Rocco HQ to let the rest of Wave Crash know that tonight is the night that things are going down.
We
Right.
could use the submersibles to even fight whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you could use these craft for.
Yeah.
Shade was in the garage tinkering around.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was gonna say. I have things that I want to do that are those
Doxy.
things.
Doxy was, I think, the name.
Sure.
What
So-
was his name? No, it wasn't Doxy. It was...
As you consider this, Heft, you are unable to lift this. Are you giving up? Are you trying to get some help? What are you doing?
Nah, I'm punching it.
Okay. No roll required. You tink, it almost breaks. You gently lay it down, and then you look a little more, and then shatter it. There is a poof of glass. Cindy kind of winces, and all at once there is this strange bubble. Again, you can feel, similar to when you gave Bubbles a massage, this almost static wave pulse out, and in your mind you can hear her voice say, "Are you okay?"
No.
Is this who is it?
Yeah.
Cindy?
Cindy, the person that was speaking to Bubbles, the person who's down there.
Yeah, I'm just really curious, and I'm gonna go in. Stay tuned.
I'm coming up there with you. And Bubbles, to you, Cindy suddenly turns and says, "Come on, we have to go help."
Okay.
I
And
think
she
one of you should
leaps.
stay outside, though.
Just straight up, and unlike you, doesn't have to grab on. She clears 15 feet, no problem, and then just alights very gently, almost certainly using some element of magic or something that is supernatural.
Bubs will, hearing Hef say one should watch outside. I'll watch outside, pretending to look for the dog.
And up on the roof, Cindy stops, kind of hand and foot down on the ground, leg kicked out to maintain balance. She is right down over this place that you have broken. And she says, you can see her eyes narrow, and she says, "Stop, old man." And with Cindy focusing more now, you can see kind of hiding behind elements, almost certainly terrified of you, especially now that you've broken the skylight. There is this elderly man. He is wearing like a brown trench coat with the collar popped up. He has his brown bowler hat on. He looks a little bit disheveled and unshaven. Bubbles, you're not up there.
Bubs will hears the noise of the old man, flashback to the voice of someone he remembers who taught him about lockout, but he can't place it because I don't remember. But he'll climb up and go in there.
Okay, no problem.
I can go
You
grab
climb
my
up.
loot.
What are you doing now? You can now see that there is this old man hiding.
God, what is that guy's name?
I'm so close. I'm like, Ambrose was the USR guy, but of the USR supply store.
It was like such a salty dog.
Which guy are you
too.
trying to figure out here?
The guy who gave us the. He was the captain of our RSB lockout.
Oh.
That's who I think this is.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought it was Steel.
No.
That'd be fucking awesome
No,
if
the
it was
guy-
Steel.
No, he's on probably like.
Okay.
I'm grabbing my physical notes from the very beginning of the campaign for those of you who have been following along.
Slowly in
this
this
shit up.
sort of dusty space, you can see these two hands just emerge into the bright light that streams through behind you. And emerging into the light, there is this old man. The coat falls open, and he is wearing a faded gray ghost shirt.
Yes.
That is the old man.
It's
you're
great.
right.
Yeah, I know it was.
And he says, "Please, I'm just trying to live. They already took my business. They already took my ships. What more could you take from me?"
We come in peace, and I want to give you a Werther's caramel treat. Here you go.
Werther's.
What?
Weathers.
And you extend. This is, in this moment, from his perspective, if this was a movie, silhouetted by the sun, there is this huge draconic person. Your orange skin just kind of glowing, almost neon in the sunlight. They can see just your eyes kind of shadowed by that. And then you slowly reach down and you say, "Have a Werther's." And they just look up at you, absolutely just dumbstruck by this. And then Bubbles, are you going up?
Yeah, Bubs will be make his way in, and at this point he'll probably start like hanging down from the skylight and go in.
Okay.
He like land superhero. Hi. And Bubs will make a perception check. Does he notice who this is?
Make a perception check. And are you just dressed as yourself?
It's a 9 again. So oh no, that was a 6 before. So it's a 29. Bubs is dressed as himself.
He just stops and he goes, "Wait a minute. You." And this is the owner, not captain, of the Grey Ghost Lockout team. You had spoken to him previously. And he kind of steps up now into the light. And this guy is haggard looking. He is unshaved. He has some like old food kind of around his lips that is dried on. But he looks at you through these bloodshot eyes and he says, "What happened?"
I remember. You were the one who gave us the info about the lockout. And Bubs is gonna pull out his Polaroids and he's gonna show him of us at the team of the Grey Ghost.
And you. And he pulls up his communicator and flips it on. "You're actually a bounty hunter." And you can see now, this is relatively old footage at this point. Outside of this laser tag arena, there is a reporter who is interviewing all of you just 2 months ago. There is smoke rising up in the background. There is like a broken automata. There's like little lasers kind of flashing from the broken ceiling and wall behind you. But he just nods and he says, "I knew there was something weird about you. You are far too good for amateurs."
I mean, there's a lot of weird things about Bubs, let's be honest.
"Well, yes, but you're new. But he was a champion. Or he could have been."
Well, I mean, I feel like we had a really good, captain. He taught us everything we knew about lockout.
"Well, why did you leave? It was good that you did, but why?"
Things got a little complicated, but we're back here now, and at the looks of it, things are even more complicated here in Norris Bay.
"The league is closed. There's no competition anymore. The Coral Nightmare packed up and left. The Mango Mantises also decided to go semi-pro. The Steel Prawns just scattered to the stars. There's nothing for us here anymore. Even the Doxies, Barnacle, and Crust Remover team is gone.
That's right.
Damn, Doxies.
And they were 0-11 last year.
Oh, we fought them.
You almost lost.
Yeah, that was a close one.
And that guy fucking
Look,
died.
we need your help. We want to revitalize the Lockout League on Horus Bay. We want to bring Horus Bay to back where it was, but what the GPF is doing here, we need your help.
Make a deception check.
Deception? A bluff check?
Bluff check.
Well, I'm not lying.
I mean, your
not trying to
intent
bring
here is not.
Lockout
You didn't
back.
come here to bring Lockout
We're here to
back.
save Lockout.
Bob loves Lockout.
That's fair.
He loves Lockout.
That's fair.
Does
You
he
guys
love
thought he was going
Lockout?
crazy.
Does he
Yeah.
love
Okay.
Lockout more than
Yeah.
he hates Dr. Maldross?
If you are willing to take negative penalties on all of your Maldross related checks and activities, I will absolutely
No, it's
give
fine.
you. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But
And also tell me, is bluff much better than diplomacy?
they're the same.
Yeah.
Stop giving semantics.
But when Bubs loves something, he gives it his heart.
That's fair.
You know? And,
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. And Bubs is very used to having his heart smashed lately. So, he's finding things to just be like, I love Lamp. And I love Lamp all my heart.
Interesting.
What is that?
Well, maybe
17 plus
14.
14 is 31.
31.
Hey.
Bubs loves
Somebody's been
looks at
practicing
you.
his lying.
I learned it from you.
I know.
And he says, "You've really come all this way just to bring Lockout back to Horus Bay."
Yeah, of course. But we're going to need Lockout to save Lockout.
That makes sense. Only something as powerful as Lockout can save Lockout. Tell me. And he grabs you by the collar. What do you need from me?
Do you have any submersibles or any Lockout ships or anything that we can use? We're planning on making some kind of strike against the GPF.
Ah, curses. They've taken all the submersibles. Everything that could be used to get off is controlled by the GPF. I thought this was suspicious, and I think I know why they're doing it now. He draws close to you, Bubbles. After you drawing in too?
They're starting their own.
I'm looking around the room.
Okay.
I want to see if there's any hint of potential opportunity for us.
Make a perception check. When you say opportunity, what do you mean?
Either to get parts to build some sort
Make
of...
an engineering check. For you, Bubbles,
I'm drawing in.
okay. He
Your
draws
stats are
you
really
in,
low
and he says,
It's the same.
"The GPF are trying to launch their own Lockout League.
What?
And I think they took the crafts and they took all of the submersibles from that diving group, the Lantern Light Studios or whatever. They rebranded it technically, but all of the good craft are gone. And many of the best ships that were in the spaceport when they took over, missing as well.
Where do you think they're holding them?
I don't know. Some secret Lockout arena somewhere in the high seas, I bet. I don't have any way of getting satellite footage, or else I would." What was your engineering check?
7.
7. You can see a whole box of premium parts in the corner, gleaming metallic pieces. The lubrication on them does seem a little bit odd, but aside from that, probably very serviceable starship parts.
Question.
Yeah.
So
Some
based on what
lubed
Hef
dildos.
rolled, with those parts and some of the submersibles left over from where we fought Ultima, could we possibly make some weaponized ships to go find wherever
Make
this...
an engineering check. You look at this bin of starship parts that Heft brings in.
Come on, natural 20. We're going to need it.
Heft is like rooting around in the darkness outside of this kind of god ray of
Oh, a
sun.
14!
Nice.
Plus
14.
Bubs did a little.
0.
Oh,
With
God.
that 14, though,
Shade, we
as
need you.
Heft steps out into the sun,
Jeez.
you can see Heft is not holding a box of starship parts. Heft is holding the recycling bin. And there are like gleaming cans and things like that. It's a little damp because this guy rinses his recycling like you should before you put it into the bin.
I'm
That's
so,
hilarious.
With that,
so
with that
excited to
14, can
find
Bub see if there's any parts that are actually like salvageable here for like attacking? And...
He sees you looking around and he says, "There's very little left here that I could offer you in support. I wish I could help more. I have the keys to the garage, but it's empty."
That would be a good launching place, though.
It would. And
Yeah.
the garage is half in the water, so...
Yeah, that would be a good place to put the fuck Lucinda. Look, I'm not gonna give up. Lockout means so much to me. Look, will you join us?
In whatever way I can, I will give you my help.
Okay. I think our plan is at least to get our ship. And we can keep in the garage at least for now. And that will be at least a good starting point.
And it would be nice to have something in there again.
Yeah. Why don't you wait here? I'll take the keys.
We'll just need to keep it quiet.
Yeah, of course.
Or else the GPF will confiscate your craft as well.
Oh no, this is the best lockout ship in the world.
And that's why they'll want to take it.
Oh.
Fuck.
We'll be right back, okay?
Yes. Is there anything I can do to distract them or make it easier for you to get them in?
The ship in?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't know. The fuck Lucinda is pretty
Do you have any fireworks?
Not fireworks, but pyrotechnics of a sort. We launch them at the end of every lap, and would that work?
I think that'd be a good start.
Yeah, Hef, do you think maybe maybe me and Hef can go and make a distraction or something? And Cindy, do you know how to drive?
Cindy looks at you and says, I spent the last several years in that garbage compact.
Yes. Well, I mean, I learned so much, and I kind of assumed that, like, you know, the things that I learned that you would learn too. I mean, I don't know, that was stupid of me. I don't know why. It just, I've grown so much, Cindy, and I want you to grow too. And I think maybe I was sorry. Maybe.
Well, I am, and it's because of you.
Oh, thanks, Cindy. He's gonna kind of give like a punch like on the arm.
Yeah, like barely. I mean, she for most people, maybe for Cindy, barely anything.
Oh, okay. Then maybe you can make the distraction. Or could he's look at the old man? Could you do it?
Could I do what?
Could you make the distraction?
Yes, just tell me what to do, and I am happy to help. Anything to bring Lockout back to the side.
Let me look at this paper towel map.
You look at the paper towel.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
On the other
as
side.
you all do this, we flash over to Spice. Spice,
thank
you are making your way over to the Rocco.
Wow, this is pretty good.
I know, I was very
This is a pretty good map.
You make your way through town, and you can see the blue and teal Rocket Courier HQ kind of loom out. There is the big rocket dolphin on a spring that kind of bobs in the wind on the roof of this place. And you make your way over to the delivery bay. The van is currently out, and so you imagine most of these Rocco units not there, but there is lights on, and you can make your way if you wish.
Oh, yeah.
You walk in. There is a faint citrus scent that kind of is injected into the air within this place. There is a chirpy jingle as you kind of swing the door open that says, "Your package is en route." Just like the little dolphin does as it bobs on the van. And you make your way in. Almost immediately, you are kind of greeted by this counter, big glass window with a space to kind of put packages in. And on the other side are the gleaming eyes of 1211. They look very much like Echo, just a little bit younger. You can see they seem to be just sort of manning the station.
Spice goes up, and she just does like a swoop with her arm, and then crash.
Nice.
Is
You
that
feel me, 1D?
supposed to be a code for wave crash?
Yes.
We are
You
in
are.
our headquarters. There is no need to do that.
You know, just gotta be safe. So I'll get right to it. We're planning on making moves tonight. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, my courier friend.
Affirmative.
Is Echo in there? My Echo?
The Echo unit that you have spent much time traveling with is not currently here. They are with the rest of their strike team guarding your friend.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. You right? Well, I wanted to come here, let you know that tonight's the night, and I think Is it possible, Junk Falls will always be junk, to get the word out? Can you get the word out to the rest of the resistance that tonight is the
I
night?
am not familiar with Junk Falls, but I can get
Do
the word
one
out.
infosphere search. I'm sure it'll.
Their eye just twitches for a moment, and they say, yes, we can do something a la Junk Falls. We'll always be junk.
Perfect. That would be helpful just to get everybody on the same page, because we're going to need all the help we can get. Just so you know, we procured a submarine to get down there. We've got friends gathering.
Will you need to make use of the underground rail system?
Yes, what's that? Tell me, remind me what that is again.
They take this console and they turn it around. They wave their hand over it and the screen instantly flickers and shifts. And you are looking at a map. And you recognize Aura's Bay. It hollows out and then goes underneath. And you can see a couple of places have these little tunnels that seem to connect to an underground sort of network. And Wanti says, this is a trench-level delivery system that we have co-opted. We used to use it for deliveries in inclement weather, but it has other uses now.
That doesn't happen to go under the ocean by any chance, somehow?
It does have a sub-oceanic level, but entering into or out of it is difficult since the cave-in.
Okay. Because we all know Maldross's lab is located underwater, so it might be good if... Would you mind if we used these underground passages to shuttle allies, perhaps, to help us when we fight? Do you think you could coordinate that?
Yes, that is easy, though I assumed they would be shuttled in through your party.
I don't know if we're going to have enough room on our ship for all of them. I invited a lot of people.
For what it's worth, Spice, having seen the Fuck Lucinda, there is size for 6 medium creatures in this craft. So it will be a very tight fit to get any more than even just the 4 of you,
Plus
Yep.
Sydney.
And then,
plus
yeah.
Cindy. So that's really just one open spot.
Plus sweet.
So, after we do the Junk Falls Always Be Junk, we get the word out tonight. I am going to send them to you, and you're going to utilize your underground railroad. Does that sound like a plan?
It is not an underground railroad.
What is it?
It is a system of underground tunnels that also have magnetized railways.
Are there carts?
They pause for a moment and they say,
Are there trains?
there are carts. There are not trains. That is the difference.
Who can run faster, the cart or Echo?
Echo.
This whole campaign,
Okay.
right? We're just getting we're like speed cops being like, who's faster? The speed gun.
Okay, just as long as we can get people safely in and out without being detected, that makes me happy.
They nod to you. That is something we can do.
Okay. You gonna be ready for tonight? Do you feel prepared?
I am prepared, and so is the resistance.
Fuck yes, Wanty. I knew I could count on you.
We are counting on you.
I won't let you down, Cap. So head out.
Okay. We flash now from that over to you, Shade, tinkering away in the garage.
Cool. So first thing that I wanted to do is make sure that there's no like fail safes or anything that were left over from William the Pleaser's ownership
Make an
of
engineering check,
this ship. And then I want to do a regular inspection, make sure that it is actually going to get us safely underwater.
Isn't the ship at the floats and boats?
Yeah, it's disguised currently in the
Are you doing like a
the
remote
old
then?
like dumpster.
Okay, you're doing
Not the old dumpster area, but in the old
Godzilla.
like
Yeah,
inflatables.
You pull that inflatable Godzilla in front of the ship.
Yeah.
So make an engineering check.
because we're gonna go back there and grab it and put it in the garage.
Yeah. And then after that, but first the engineering was a 40. And I'm trying to make sure that it's going to survive especially the pressure of deep underwater. And if there's a way to get some like safety elements, I know that there's an item that's a emergency like quick.
Eject?
Not a quick eject, but
surface?
quick surface.
Yeah.
Would that give you the bends, or is it designed to not give you the bends with the quick surfacing?
So quick surfacing will either give you the bends, or you are stuck at the surface for several hours while the capsule slowly depressurizes. So you get to choose your adventure.
Okay.
That being said, this is not equipped with one of those.
Okay.
It is equipped with a light teleportation beam, dual linked actually. And so the way that they're set up, you could use them in their configured sort of like weapon status, but you could also very dangerously teleport something into something else.
Gotcha.
There is a self-destruct system.
I did see
And
that.
you note that it is secretly linked into the ghost drive, so that should that be utilized without proper clearance, it will initiate the self-destruct system as well.
Cool. I want to not have that be a thing.
Okay. And with the 40, I would say with about an hour, you can do that. No problem. It does. It's like, at first you think it'll be pretty easy. It is fused into the Nova Ultra Power Core itself. And so you have to basically take apart and take out the engine of this craft to take it apart, but you can certainly do so.
Okay. So then I want to do that. I also, Shade is still very concerned about the personal compromised exocortex, and like that's a thing that's been happening since the last time we were on Oris Bay, and pretty much since Maldross gave that weird code, there's something going on that like it's probably going to bite us in the ass if we don't deal with it. So Shade is trying to do as many internal fail-safes that they can, so that if
You've used a lot of internal fail-safes, you've investigated this, and though you are confident that whatever is happening is not finished, you haven't figured out a way to get rid of it yet.
okay.
Should launch
You
some last
remember you had been
Safe mode.
given a contact for somebody who might be able to delve directly into your mind. Actually, 3 of them now at this point, and you haven't pursued any of them.
stripper.
And so
Well, the stripper doesn't count, right?
that may
That
have
was
been,
one.
That
That-
was one.
That was one.
That
And
may
Kelsey
have
was
been,
one.
That may have been. I put a couple opportunities there. It probably is not
just
something that
battles.
you can do on your own.
Okay. Then it's more basically just making sure everyone's equipment is like as good as it can be, shoring up my own equipment, which is I like have all the math from breaking apart all of Echo's stuff. I'm going to incorporate the infiltration assistant into my exocortex systems because I can use it as an armor slot.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to add that to like my own systems for our use, and then there are a couple other items that I'm going to craft to level up to the next level with the UPB that I have.
Okay. Yeah.
So that they get the +2.
And that's more
for
like the
everything.
previous evening, like into the morning, kind of finishing up those projects before getting into the actual craft itself.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good morning. So easy enough to do, no check required.
We'll leave it
You can
tonight.
make those things happen.
Cool.
For you, Bubbles and Heft.
Okay, I think we shouldn't move the craft because it's already in the ocean, right?
Where it is right now?
Yeah.
No, it's in the old abandoned inflatable
But I thought it was
It's not
in the
abandoned.
warehouse.
It's actually still in business, but it's out in their lot.
Oh, and that lot's
I
like...
thought it
And the
was-
lot's about 20 feet away from the
I thought it was in the
coast.
water.
No.
No, it's
No,
close to the water.
It's very close to the water, but it's not in the water itself.
But it's also transmedial, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it's more sketchy to move it at this point.
If we move it, it should probably be to go.
Yeah, that's my thinking as well. But I like this guy's idea of a distraction with his pyrotechnics.
Excuse me, that was my idea.
Okay, sorry, Hef's idea. So Bubs is gonna say to Hef, I think we shouldn't move it, but maybe we should use the distraction. We're gonna be making moves tonight. Do you think you could possibly do a distraction tonight with those pyrotechnics?
He looks at you and he says, "For lockout, of course I can."
Okay, but you can't
For lockout.
you can't be wearing any lockout gear or anything, and you're probably gonna have to clean up a little bit.
You and your outfit
Well,
dissing
I
tonight.
just- why?
No, why?
If we're trying to bring Lockout back, I should bring banners. I have some of the old Grey Ghost mascot uniforms. Perhaps I could recruit some people to help.
Okay. You know what? I feel like I can't crush his dream.
You lied too good.
No, I feel like at this point, you know what? Sure. You know what? He wants to do this. He wants to make a big distraction. And you know what? Sure.
It is more of a distraction.
Yeah. No, and I can't. This is a Tony Cicerone kind of situation. I can't break this guy's heart.
He takes his communicator and he holds it up, and you can see he's trying to give you his contact information. Do you accept it?
Bubs will say, we're trying to keep this on the download. No contact information.
Why? What? We will never know
would
his
have
name.
even thought about that. You see, that is why you're a bounty hunter,
He's gonna
and
be
I'm a
arrested.
retired lockout pilot.
Yeah. But here's the plan. So just real quick meta talk.
Okay.
What time do you guys think we're gonna leave tonight? 8-ish?
What time is the sunset?
Yeah, what time is the sunset?
8:30.
8:30. Okay, that's pretty late.
It's a resort planet, so
Yeah,
more sun is
okay.
helpful for them.
So let's.
We know it takes about a day to get down there, right? Or not a day.
Several hours.
A few hours, not a day.
So we can say we arrive at Floats and Totes at 8, and as we get ready into the place, 8:30. It's like sunset. It's like kind of we can go up from there. And then as we're diving into the water, we'll probably have some time to travel to Maldross's lab. And as we probably encounter some bullshit, whatever we get counter the bullshit, we get into the lab, that will be the prime time when we want the distraction. So I'm guessing that will probably take 4 hour-ish.
Okay.
So what do you guys think? Anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, maybe like 11 or 12 would be a good time for the distraction?
Yeah, and I almost wonder if it would make more sense for us to do 2 locations for the distractions, so that if one site gets
Okay, I like it.
a lot of people we don't want there, or we do want, then there's always a second one backup.
So we're gonna have 2 distractions. You said you can pull a team?
Well, not a whole team, but I'm sure Wilco or Melody would be willing to help me out.
Okay. Are you gonna need help loading the pyrotechnics? Or are you good on that?
I'm all set on the pyrotechnics.
Okay. Bubs will pull out his napkin map of Oris Bay. Do you think you could possibly do one at? What do you guys think? I think
Boardwalk.
the boardwalk, because that's near the ocean. Wouldn't you want to go more
Can you
inwards?
center the map a little bit? Yeah, perfect.
Sorry. Sorry.
No. It's great for the combat now.
Where's the quickie liquor?
That's back here with my list of.
Yeah, it's just a list.
It's not at the liquor store.
We
now,
did have
though.
an actual really
Yeah, I don't know where you guys put it.
Isn't your stuff are?
Yeah,
I
you have
you
in your
have a
binder.
lot of maps.
Yeah, it's
you
in your
really
binder.
make a new map when you have the original map.
It's changed.
It
Oh
has
yeah, of
changed
course.
very slightly, but
We
the
should put-
physical layout is
We'll
very
put it
similar.
over the existing map, and it'll be one of those like.
It's a larger map too, so it might be somewhere
Yeah, I don't know
separate
if I
from the
have the-
binder.
Big one.
Unrelated.
Yes.
Would I be able to? Because there aren't, as far as I could tell, there aren't any UPB equipment costs for Starship parts, and I'm wondering if I could.
It's the same. So it's price, whatever the percentage is. Hang on a second here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like 10% for. Well, that's for
I think it's
breaking
just
them
cost
down.
in Oh, to break them down.
I'm
Yeah,
asking because basically I want to see if I could construct some ablative armor.
So
for the ship.
You get 10% of the credit cost when you break it down.
I'm saying there isn't a cost, like if I wanted to craft light ablative armor
Oh,
for
I
the
see
shuttle,
what you're saying.
is that a thing that I would be able to do in the time spent engineering with if I have the required UPB, but I don't know what the cost is?
Probably not.
Okay.
Just because ablative armor is specifically like
Junk that you're just like.
it's yes and no. It's junk, but it's like it's kind of similar to
It's like the
and
outer
carriers the Kevlar, the powdered Kevlar that you put in.
Yeah.
It is just like a powder, but the way that it settles together interlocks in such a way that
Right.
there's like a
reinforces.
there's order to the chaos. It's not just material.
Right. It's like a mesh weave or
Right.
something.
But the
mean, like-
process of applying it would be a little bit longer than you have the ability to do.
Okay.
But
Because I
could you
like
do it?
liquor,
Yes.
but
I'd have to
also
think about what
because-
the cost would be.
Okay,
It's not
yeah.
technically
I was just
catch
wondering because I'm looking at
alcohol.
like
Maybe
trying to
there
look
might be
at
some
for
sort of reaction
upgrades to
too.
the ship
Okay,
that I could do
so
that would help us on the
that'll be
mission.
your location. I'll take
And
it.
like the most obvious one would just be like reinforcing the hull or adding armor, in case we encounter these leviathans.
The community college.
Oh, I mean, there might be students there that have understanding of even better understanding.
Well, college campus isn't a
The
bad idea.
aquatic
Yeah,
lab.
yeah.
You could attempt to blow up the aquatic lab.
No.
So all of you have accomplished your initial goals.
Okay.
What are you doing next?
So we're just to tell him the old man will tell him quicker liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And for my location, I don't think the community college, because that's a base that they're using, and I don't want them to be.
Oh, that's one of the HQs?
Yeah, I don't want them to be
Wait,
stopped
wait,
before going. I want them to kind of like fire at that. Maybe what is?
What's Apocalypse Kiss? Is a
That's a nightclub.
nightclub?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it
You-
makes sense.
You want me to go to Apocalypse Kiss? I'm like 70.
But you could recruit some more people.
Maybe you could go to the quicker liquor, and your friends could go to the Apocalypse Kiss.
That's a good idea. He's like looking at like pictures of the Apocalypse because this is a 3-story industrial goth nightclub. It's
Dope.
It's probably not the place for him, but it sounds good. So one of them is Apocalypse Kiss, the other one will be Quicker Liquor.
Bubs is gonna make a mental note to try to like ask Shade if he could like do some kind of fake call to the police or something to get more attention.
Okay. So
That's good. We can go now.
you guys depart from that place. You have
before
a
we
new...
leave,
Sure.
Bubs will go up to him and go, in all the lockout places, I've flown and competed in and all that, it's my heart belongs to the place where I really learned the craft. And I want you to know that this is lockout.
He nods and he says, everything is lockout. And you depart, having formed a strong relationship with Captain Teddy Gray.
Nice.
Words lockout.
Spice, you had something you wanted to do?
I just wanted to remind Dan that you might die tonight and you haven't gone on a date with Tifa yet.
Why are you reminding him?
And I want to know that draw.
Well, didn't you guys have like a whole reconciliation
I
thing?
think Bubs has come to terms that he doesn't want it.
I feel like Bubs is back on the spice
Distracted
train.
with Cindy too. I have to
Yeah,
say.
I think Bubs is
Damn, Olive wanted to. I wanted to witness that.
Well, you
RP.
shouldn't have tried to murder your ex-boyfriend last session.
I didn't. He did.
But he didn't.
no, but I
Oh,
didn't.
yeah, that's right.
Nobody tried to murder Julian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we've got 2 to deal with.
You just want more like
I want more
You want
romance.
more-
drama.
He wants to be
I want-
wanted.
you want to put another triangle in this love triangle.
Yeah, give me a square, brother.
This is your harem,
Yes.
No.
reverse harem anime.
Yeah.
We're keeping this.
Free massages.
We're keeping this tight,
Oh, man.
tight triangle.
Okay.
This is really annoying. There was something that I know I wanted to do from last session, and I'm trying to rack my brain and think about it, and I'm looking at my notes, and I have like the fucking like threads of the note that made sense last week, and
Yeah.
now it doesn't make fucking sense at all, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, no, that's my life. But in the interim, it's probably about like 10 in the morning. You guys have plenty of time, yeah?
Also, we gave different times. Whatever time you chose for your quicker liquor, and I chose for my for the Apocalypse Club.
I had midnight for both, but
What do you want? Because it was your idea. I think that was a good idea.
Like 11 and 12.
I think one should start before the other.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe the Apocalypse Kiss should start first.
Okay.
so we'll say what, like 11:55 and then 12?
Okay.
Okay. No problem.
Maybe a little bit earlier, just like 11:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Because then they don't look connected.
but you kind of want them to look connected, so they're trying to hunt other places on the land to find where the next pyrotechnic.
So you set up your distraction at Apocalypse Kiss and Quicker Liquor, at the very least, and trust this to somebody else. Is there other stuff that you all want to do?
Yes, I do remember. So last session, we found out that Gaia's mutagen was designed to combat the Leviathans. However, it's being used by Dr. Maldross to somehow merge with it and take over reality. My thought is, if Gaia's mutagen was originally designed to combat the Leviathans, there's probably some way that we can use that against Maldross if he's trying to merge with it using the same mutagen.
The mutagen that was refined, and has been refined now for about a day and a half, arrived with Echo onto the planet, and you would imagine when you utilize this, certainly will have mechanical effects against these creatures. But there's nothing that you need to do to necessarily prepare it.
Okay.
I would say...
Okay, so it's like kind of, it's loaded onto the ship, ready to go, and we'll have it when we need it.
Echo can bring it to you when you need it.
Okay.
Thank you,
What
Mason.
is it? It's just like a key that we like jam into its head and it explodes or some shit?
I'm guessing it's probably like some vials of like an injectable or something, but I don't know.
This, actually, no, thank you, Gibbs, for giving Besson this. Yeah, Gibbs.
Thanks to the science team.
Yeah, that's a real
Health and
program.
sciences.
Hopefully not penicillin, because I'm allergic to penicillin.
There you go.
I'm imagining like a Neon Genesis, you know, when Ray merges with Lilith.
Yeah, the human.
I'm imagining
instrumentality.
that.
It's the human instrumentality
And then-
project.
Primordial suit
Yeah.
minds.
I love that anime.
So horrifying.
How can you activate the self-destruct system from the ship? Is there, because I know that there's like the rules as written way that is like pretty much like you have to physically turn the key and press the button and then you have a certain countdown.
For most, correct. For the one that is loaded aboard the Fuck Lucinda, there is simply a button that will start it. Pressing it again will stop. It is one of those buttons that you press in and it stays depressed.
Cool.
It's almost horrifying how easy it would be to accidentally destroy this craft. And it's like hip height.
Okay.
For anybody who is not like mostly
Aware
in
of
a
it.
chair,
Yeah.
this is...
I want to make that not be the case because
We'll say that's
I
part
know
of-
the crew.
That's part of your preparations is changing that button layout.
Could
a
I
little bit.
also, though, activate some sort of kill switch? Because basically, Shade's like, if I'm going to go down in there and I get compromised, I want to be able to just blow everything up.
So installing a remote kill switch is certainly possible.
I don't want it to be a remote kill switch for myself. I want it to be able to remotely activate
Absolutely.
the self-destruct.
Yeah, you
Not
can
if I
certainly,
die.
You can
but,
certainly
like,
install that.
I don't want it to be easily hacked into, though, either.
I kind of assumed, but easy is sort of,
Yeah.
relative. So
I
you
guess-
can put it in, but if you put it in there, you are creating a pathway that can be used by others.
Yeah. I guess I would
That's not good.
be
Yeah.
more inclined
Yeah,
to
yeah.
secure the current pathway of a random fucking button that's very easy for
Yeah.
any of these chuckle fucks to bump into.
Easy enough. You shift that over. One of the other buttons that is kind of unmapped, you shift it over to up on the overhead compartments.
Okay, cool.
And easy for you. You modify the craft. Some of you go out to set up distractions. Is there anything else that you want to do?
I want to get back to the Meeg place and talk with Shade.
Okay. All of you converge right around noon in the villa. Shade, you have completed your tasks. The rest of you have sort of set up these elements for later in the evening. Spice, as you return, you can see there is lighting being put into place. There are two 18-foot tall faux champagne bottles that almost certainly are in and of themselves pyrotechnic cannons. There's all kinds of stuff being kind of drifted out into the beach.
Bubs will go up to Shade. Where is she?
Probably after doing all of the equipment stuff would just be back at Meeg and Mari's. Still probably tinkering, but doing more of the like fixing up their own equipment. And probably just be in the common space because like Shade isn't gonna go into the bedroom. You guys are gross. It's only 2 rooms, right?
Bubs will explain all the information that he and Hefty came up for the distraction.
And that's the basis of the plan, is that while we're breaking into Maldross's, Aqua Sea Lab, that pyrotechnic and that protest and the stuff on the beach, they'll all be happening at once, and it'll be really hard for, them to focus on one main place to send reinforcements.
That would be ideal. However, I do think that we will still face significant opposition.
Yeah.
It is very likely that Maldross is aware of our presence and is anticipating opposition, so any false flags will likely be snuffed out.
Well, any little bit will help.
It may help to draw away some of the GPF assistance.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
He's not aware of me.
That is true.
What do you guys think is down there?
Are you
Sea Kings.
are you
Bugs wasn't there
asking?
for the Bugs wasn't there for the Julian the Leviathan. Hoping to get
Are you asking in the general sense what is down there?
or
Dr. Maldross and his facility where he is attempting to merge with the Leviathan.
Leviathan? What is that?
Do you have a question?
Yes, but it's not. Doesn't have to do with this conversation, so I will wait.
Noted. A Leviathan is a large eldritch creature that has been discovered in at least 4 locations, one being Exonautica. It is likely that the entity that Bastion was puppeted by was another of the Leviathan. They are reality-altering creatures of immense power. Very little else is known about them. However, Dr. Maldross intends to utilize Gaia's mutagen to merge with this being.
Guy's mutagen. Bubs is like gonna look at his hand and see like the blood flowing for just a second. Is that why all that research for the mutagen, is that what it's been used for?
Originally, Gaia's mutagen was designed to combat the Leviathan. However, Dr. Maldross has repurposed the mutagen for his own goals.
It's always a weapon. What Maldross is gonna do, it's... Sure, he'll merge everyone, but he'll be on the top. Everyone will be equal, but he'll be more equal.
We will not allow him to succeed.
Shade, this makes sense. Everything that we've been going through. The arms race between the GPF and the USR. All that digging on different planets. All the stuff they were doing. All these hiring of various bounty hunters. This all makes sense. This all tracks. They're all looking for these creatures.
It is a very probable outcome, yes.
Oh God, Shade. What we told the USR about...
It is likely why we were blacklisted. That was my error.
They know now. About Exonautica. The Leviathan there.
I believe they were already aware, and our knowledge of that was the issue.
Look, we're just one battle at a time. That's all we can focus on, but... The point is stopping Maldross, you're right.
We need to be quick. I understand that I can be harsh and cold with all of you. It is because I care. I want us to all be able to return after this mission. However, it is going to be very difficult. We will need to rely on each other more than we have before, and we need to know exactly what we will all be doing. It is important that we stay together as a unit. We'll be facing immense opposition when we go underwater. Yes, Heft.
I have an idea. Because they don't know who I am. What if I pretended that I'm carrying a cargo ship to their location and you guys are hidden?
That would likely be suspicious, given that any ingoing or outgoing shipments would likely be heavily monitored.
And I think I want you with us rather than separated from a... Oh, but you're saying you'd bring us in. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'd be driving it in.
I believe that your unique abilities will be better utilized for the breaching efforts. It is likely that we will need to make our way through a very complicated facility underground. We may need to use brute force in some instances. Ideally, we will not face much opposition, however, it is very improbable that that will be the case. In addition to Maldross, we know that there is likely at least Spice's mother, another notable member of the GPF.
With...
Lydell Wilcost is also likely to be somehow involved, a member of Jacinto. They have presence on the planet, however, we have not encountered them of late. He has connections. In addition, we also know that they have a very capable sniper who we've encountered a few times.
Oh. Sogeki.
Miss Williams,
Oh. Of course.
an associate of Dr. Maldross, and perhaps a sort of bodyguard.
The one that we encountered in the deep... Oh god, what's it called? The, where Bubs was found. The,
Hollow Husk.
the Hollow Husk, and also on when we were fighting, XXX...
Yes. XXX Taco Black.
Yes, thank you.
It
Who
is
has a
likely,
name?
Bill.
It is likely that the sniper who assassinated him is the same. Given that, I imagine that we will additionally be facing GPF bolstered forces.
Goku Roku. She says with disdain. She
Yes.
spits on the ground.
Admiral Goku Roku is also directly involved in some way, and so it is safe to assume that a vast majority of the GPF forces will be focused in on this project. We have many obstacles ahead of us. The most important thing is that we stop Maldross from merging with the Leviathan. If he's able to create what he intends to do, he will take control of reality as far as I know. I don't know. Is that true?
As far as
You're gonna just fucking
Wait, did I just hear you stutter?
rule the galaxy?
I feel like you'd roll a section because he also promised Alchema like her
There was-
Leviathan.
There's like some sort of hierarchy that they've established. Yeah.
Who knows? But from what you have gathered, it seems as if Maldross would be nigh unstoppable should this happen.
If we do fail, your priority should be to escape, using the Fuck Lucinda if possible. They will likely have other vessels if needed, but if we cannot stop Dr. Maldross, we need to be able to fight another day.
We're gonna stop Maldross.
Yes, but
There
it
is
is
no
good
if.
to have a backup plan, just in case.
What do you mean a backup plan?
A backup shuttle?
If we cannot stop Maldross directly, I will attempt to destroy the entire station. It will be unlikely that I will be able to survive, however, that will give you enough time to escape, and if Maldross is able to survive, you can formulate a new plan.
What?
Bubs will look down and just go,
Yes, Captain. We'll follow your lead.
I am still concerned. Whatever Maldross has done to my programming is still dormant. He is almost certainly going to use that against us. I need you all to be prepared if that does happen. Do not let me stop you.
I think we all just look at each other.
Okay.
Oh my god. Shade. It's happened before, and you snapped out of it. I trust that you have come so far in this iteration of yourself that you can bypass whatever Maldross has done to you. I really do.
I appreciate your faith in me, Spice. However, I have been unsuccessful in my attempts thus far.
No, you haven't. You're here present with us right now.
In my attempts to disable whatever Maldross has active within my systems, I have been unable to locate any remainders. However, I know that there is something still latent. If that activates, it is likely to be detrimental to our success.
You can see this whole time Cindy's kind of like slowly been like looking kind of more at the ground, and at that she says, "That's true for most of us. Bubbles and I were raised by Dr. Maldross. He's been in my head since I can remember, and that isn't gone. But just because it's still there in you doesn't mean that it's hopeless. We can do this together."
I agree. Which is why I'm telling you all this now.
If you guys are able to somehow gain access to that component still deep inside you, we could potentially use that to gain access to him instead of the other way around.
Told him worked.
Stranger
Is that true?
Oh.
Is that true?
I will say, for this, make a life sciences check. And I would say take a +8 conditional modifier, as this is about your life science.
Hey!
Can I
I
also
also-
do that?
can I also
Because
do that?
I've been
Because-
in his head.
You can,
Yeah,
and I
because-
would say you cannot.
Yeah, because it's
Why?
also for me and Cindy's
Bubs
idea.
Oh,
also
because
has
I don't
the-
have guys in me.
Is
Okay.
Cindy gonna do one too?
Sure.
Nice! Yeah!
Nice.
And you said +8, right?
Yeah.
Do I get a +8?
I don't have the
I would say you get a
infection.
+6.
Okay, okay.
So,
Cindy get a +6 too?
29.
Okay. Cindy does get a +6.
Damn. If I had gotten one
That's a
more,
12.
I feel like that would have been good. I was gonna take a thing too that would have given me life sciences as a class skill, so I would have had like a 40.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it would have gotten basically as powerful as my engineering and computer.
What was your
checks.
check, Bubbles?
12.
Okay.
Like you started with the 40. Okay. So for you, Bubbles, as you consider this, you haven't the faintest. You try to get in touch with something inside, and you are instantly aware of your breakfast digesting and the fact that that means that there is technically waste inside of you, and that's not great. And your mind goes into the world of germs. For you, Shade, and for Cindy, almost simultaneously, it strikes you that there might be a moment, not once Dr. Maldross has transcended his human form, but in the combining of those two, where he might be vulnerable to some kind of interconnection that you all might share at that time. At the same time, so will you. Just like the self-destruct mechanism on this craft, anything that is a pathway for all who might use it. And what was your check? It was 29.
Mm-hmm.
It strikes you as well. Dr. Maldross isn't somebody who throws things away. When projects don't work out, they are set aside. And if that is true, and if Dr. Maldross has chosen to keep these things close, you remember there being a special research group called Operation Inner Sun. About turning humans into living batteries. Or sorry, not Inner Sun. Operation Solar Lullaby.
Oh, that's fucking blowing up blunts.
And this was it was in early stages when you guys had heard about it, but it is a weapon of mass destruction that causes rapidly accelerating entropic effects to spin a sun into a sort of dull, no, So a supernova,
Solarian here.
a supernova is this kind of explosion of
All the
debris and
potential
things that
energy
kind
and
of go
stuff,
out.
yeah.
This spins the sun down into a dull, dead smolder in a matter
Yeah,
of
that's what it
years.
is. Yeah.
So it really is sort of this idea of speeding up entropy. And if they still have access to that beginning research, and that is somewhere within this facility, that is another failsafe that you might be able to use.
To
That being said, it is beyond a nuclear option.
that would be like blowing up the whole planet to save
That would
the
be like blowing up
galaxy.
the whole galaxy around.
Or yeah, I guess blowing up the whole
It will
solar
make
system.
Waystation El Paso look like a minor incident.
Yeah,
yes.
because this is like the whole solar system will just disappear.
Yes.
Whoa.
Shit.
Okay. Not that. Please.
There are other options if it does become dire. However, it would not be the best option. Many lives will be lost.
The point is to save lives, not to end them.
But if it gets to that point, sacrificing one galaxy to save the rest is a small price to pay.
I don't like it.
That's why it is our last option.
We can talk about what ifs all night. Sydney, maybe Miles and Hunter are down there. Maybe they could help us if...
It is very likely that your siblings are also down there. They will likely oppose us. However, given your track record, Bubbles, I do think that you have a chance of reaching out to them.
Guys, I just want one moment before we... Just one moment where we can just not talk about this mission after this. I feel like we've talked about it so much.
Mosaic puts his hands on his head.
Can we... I don't know, can we just have like a family dinner for just old time's sake? Just a moment of peace where we can be Mosaic Team 5 again.
What time is it right now?
Probably about 12:30 in the afternoon. It'll be an early dinner.
Yeah,
but
we
you
can-
could-
yeah,
You
we
could
can
certainly do
have
it,
it
especially if you're not planning on
I want to do
starting
stuff.
this plan until like 8 o'clock. You
Yeah.
could
Yeah, but like
certainly
we
do
can
that.
make it a feast. It will be a family
It's
feast.
like Thanksgiving,
Sure.
except that Thanksgiving doesn't exist there.
One that Gibbs would be proud of.
We have Driftmas.
Delaying our mission any longer would be inadvisable, but if it will help your mental state when we go down there, we can spare a few hours.
Yeah. Sydney, can you guys like help me?
Help you prepare?
Cindy nods and says, "Yeah, I'd be happy to do that, especially since your favorite food is meat pucks."
Yeah.
Pops like gets a little
Microwave for 3 minutes only.
I'm gonna do something else while you prepare.
embarrassed. Yeah, whatever.
So you and Cindy set about preparing a meal.
Okay, cool.
Spice, you had something you wanted to do?
Yep. I think it's worth going to the aquatic lab to see what weird creatures are in there. Because there might be similar ones in the ocean. And my hypothesis is that if we bring Gaia's mutagen into the lab, I want to see how the aquatic lab animals respond to Gaia's mutagen. So it would be great if one of the infected ones could come with me.
I appreciate your use of the word hypothesis correctly.
How about infected ones?
To that, Cindy also says, "And I don't appreciate being called infected."
What else do you want me to say?
I can attempt to help you do some research on these creatures.
Perfect.
It may prove beneficial to at least understand some of the natural life that we may encounter, even if it isn't the Leviathan.
Yes. Thank you. Shall we?
We'll be back in a few hours for dinner.
Okay. Where are you making your way to?
The
Aquatic lab,
lab?
biotarium
The
thing.
Rentropy Biotarium. This was previously a pet store called Pet Galaxy. And you make your way off in that direction. Hef, did you have something you wanted to do?
Yeah, I'm not helping dinner. Sorry, I'll
No,
eat it.
no, whatever.
But
I don't
I
cook.
think about what
I don't
Shade
cook,
talked
I'll clean
about
it.
in terms of the power of the sun and uniting the galaxy. And I sit outside in the hot sun looking up at it, remembering all of the lessons I've learned as a Solarian with my solar manifestation, and thinking about what I could potentially use, especially with my my warfare experience.
Make a mysticism check.
18.
With an 18, you sit, and for you, this is almost meditative. You bask in the glow of the sun on Aura's Bay, where the planet has been modified to have a locked orbit around the sun to just have the most tropical heat imaginable. It is wonderful. And you can feel your orange skin kind of glow in this light.
Picturing like one of those lizards standing on a rock going,
Yeah, kind of.
Nice.
And as you do, you think about what you might be able to do to help. You have many abilities that will be helpful to these individuals, especially as you think about Bubbles talking about infiltrating like an underwater lab. But as you consider the light and the brightness that surrounds you, almost counter to that, you can feel that beneath the waves there is a darkness so deep and so immense it threatens to swallow up even the light that you have inside of you. Even in this moment that is so bright, it is like you are suddenly starkly aware of the darkness down there, and it's scary. And you make one more check. This is a sense motive check.
Which one? Oh, here. 16.
And what that means, you kind of shiver for a moment, even in the warmth, and you're not sure why. But you bask in the sun for just a little bit. For the rest of you, Shade, you and Spice make your way off to the Rentropy Biotarium. Bubbles, you and Cindy begin to set to work on this final family dinner. And because
It's
it is
not final.
8:30,
Don't say that.
before we go over to Shade at the Rentropy Biotarium, Shade and Spice, this is where we're going to take a quick break. It is 8:30. We will have a countdown on the screen, and we will be back at the end of it.
it's over there somewhere.
Great.
And we're back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, welcome to Starfinder. You are a part of it now.
Oh, shit.
So when we left off, you had all kind of splintered up yet again to accomplish a few more tasks in the tropical town of Aura's Bay. We'll start with Shade and Spice. The two of you make your way through Noontown, Aura's Bay. It's a little bit busier now. There are cars coming here and there. People going to the beach, though fewer than the first time you had been.
Regular Bob.
Regular Bob.
Not
Are you
going-
going in
yeah.
disguise, Spice?
Yeah, but she's going as doubly in disguise. She's going as Dame Vermilion on her day off.
With a sun hat and glasses.
I've already tried that and got busted, so...
Spice, perhaps it would be good to not go as the person who is likely wanted for murdering William the Pleaser yesterday.
Okay, so then she goes as Bastion.
That is
The international terrorist.
Also,
bad.
Bastion is like chiseled rock hard abs, always topless. How is Spice making that
Makeup?
happen? I feel like there's only so much contouring you
Yeah,
can do.
right.
Right
you know?
in front of my android eyes.
Who's another Lashunta that we know?
Bastion wasn't even a Lashunta.
Do you want me to just
No.
give you
He was a
another
CP.
website?
He was a
he's
star.
Yeah, he's an elf.
That's a funny joke. No, she goes as... She puts on Mari's clothes.
Okay, no problem.
She just is Mari.
You put on Mari's clothes. Mari is a little
Puts her
slighter
hair
build,
into
so
the
they're a little
hat
tighter,
to make
but
her hair short.
no problem. You do that. You put like a cap on. You tuck your hair up into it. So you go undercover as, I guess, sort of Spice on her day off.
Yeah.
The two of you make your way to the Renterby Biotarium, sandwiched as it is between Moe's Diner and the Quicker Liquor, kind of a central place in Aura's Bay. This was previously Pet Galaxy. You could see the once bright signage now flickers with this erratic bioluminescence now on the other side. The building is wrapped. As you get closer, you thought that it had this garish paint job, but it's a membrane that has been applied around the entirety of this. And it looks like a fleshy pineapple almost. This membrane is under synthetic scaffolding that looks almost like an artificial reef structure that has been infected. You see some Rentropy issued permits kind of posted up around the space. It cites that the building is closed and being used for biogenetic preservation of endangered marine species. The window is like kind of draped with this gauzy fabric to block out the sun, but you can see faintly through it if you strain your eyes.
One eye.
Make a perception check if you want to strain that one eye.
Spice is going to close her eyes and extend her mind out to see if there's any bodies on the inside she can tap onto. 120 feet.
You tap into different kinds of bodies, different things that are there. As you expand your mind in the first round, you are aware of the fact that there are multiple very low intelligences, so low that they're almost certainly just the fish within the space.
Yep.
Maybe a dozen or so. And there is but a single mind on the inside of this place.
Okay.
Kind of humanoid within the first round. As the second round passes, I believe you get little surface thoughts, right?
Yep. Surface thoughts. Even like third round is still just like what they're thinking immediately.
So you hear this kind of, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Oh, they all blinked again. And Shay, what was your perception check?
35, and I have my exceptional vision for low light vision.
It's not low light. Within, there's actually a pretty good amount of light, but there's this like fabric draped across.
So it's more
that
just
makes it
like
hard to
fog
see.
or frosted or something.
Not frosted. It's like muslin that's been
curtain.
pulled across. And so as you look through, you find a place where it doesn't quite cover the glass. And through here, you can see rows of tanks that now contain mutated sea life. You can see fish with dozens of eyes kind of clustered only on one side of the body. You can see places where the gills kind of open and then open at 90-degree angles to themselves, forming these like crooked L's, almost opening the fish up to the inside. You can see like bones and skin on the inside.
Like a flayed
You
eagle
see
or something.
glowing nerve strands where almost like a jellyfish, but this fish open its stomach, kind of leaking this fluid out like clouds in the water. All of these eyes kind of pointed at the one human that is sort of seated at a console in this space. They wear a lab coat that says Biotarium staff on it, and they are turning in their chair rapidly away from the rows of tanks. And as you look, Shade, you can see yet again all dozen or so eyes on that one fish, and the other fish that you can see blink in unison. And at that moment, make an engineering check.
Excuse me. That is a pretty good roll. I will tell you in a moment. That is a 40.
With a 40, you look and they blink. The lights around this place flicker, and it is as if they blink in unison with a slight surge in the power grid. And they blink again.
Electricity.
Little lights flicker in this space. And you can see the human kind of waves his hand to the back and almost telling these creatures to stop it. And in your mind, you can hear this individual now just say, "Stop it!" And they just begin to tap away again. And Spice, in your mind now, you can kind of hear them because they are typing out a document.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically narrating in their mind what is happening.
Backspace, 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 and then backspace.
Subjects continue to exhibit psionic interface with the overall power grid. This may prove problematic to Subject 499, as their power surge could result in warped glass and other silicate structures. They turn around, kind of swiveling over, and walk over to one of these tanks. They have like test tubes in hand. And Shade, you are looking at some kind of like bioengineering sort of facility happening here.
So it's another facade.
Yes, certainly.
The creatures inside are heavily mutated. It is...
As expected, my hypothesis is proving more and more correct.
That was a good intuition, Spice.
I think we should go in there as undercover cops, get rid of this little person. Or maybe they can help us.
Those are interesting suggestions.
And
Given that this is a facility likely involved with Dr. Maldross' grander planning, anyone involved is likely on the same payroll and would not be willing to go against what Dr. Maldross has ordered them to do.
I think you should loop the cameras for like 15 minutes while we can be in there. I don't think this wimp is going to cause us any problem. I just want to see how they react to you. The fish, that is.
Why me?
Because you're Gaia's. You're the infection.
Again, I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding of Gaia's mutagen.
I think I might.
I'm Guy.
But don't you have Gaia's too?
No, he's just hacked.
Oh, well then you should have come with us.
I have enough knowledge about Gaia's mutagen that, like...
I want to see...
And I guess technically we all have a bit of Gaia's mutagen from the equipment that we got from...
Echo.
No, from, well...
Vesson.
From, no, from Socrates.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because that all of those items have some element of Gaia's
Yeah,
mutagen
good
in them.
Okay, I'm gonna go in there, hold my necklace up to the 499 kid and see what happens.
Perhaps it would be best if you focused on keeping the staff member distracted.
I can do that.
I will attempt to hack the security systems so that we remain undetected, while you attempt to extract information from him.
I can do that.
I will do some analysis on the creatures and see if I can find anything out from a scientific level.
Okay.
And then we will leave.
Sounds like a plan.
We do not want to draw any attention. It could cause severe problems for our grander plan.
Yep.
I'm going to see if there's... How much security is there here, given that it's another, like...
It's a pet store.
Facade?
With what you have seen, no overt security systems. When you look at the door, there is like a sliding card for access. You also note through the element of glass on the front, there is like a dead bolt, like a chain lock, very old-fashioned, that is in place on this door. But you don't see lasers. Make a perception check.
Fucking need an any key.
Not great on the die, but I think it's still a 20. Oh, my computer just pooped the bed. I think it's a 28. But
The 28, you're not seeing any kind of defensive measures immediately put out here.
Can I attempt to start hacking into the... Because we heard him typing.
Yeah.
I think I'm within range.
You
it's
are
like a small
certainly
building.
easily within range.
So I would start hacking into that to see if there are any
Make a
other
computer
like security, like cameras and stuff connected that I could take
Make
control
a
over.
computer check.
Control the feed. That's 40.
Okay. You close your eyes and you reach out with the exocortex across the digital space and in this kind of technological landscape as you visualize the pulses of data going across the infosphere. You see a very simple setup. Though there is a connection that goes to the infosphere proper and it does have the bandwidth for video, it is not a security system like you are thinking of. It's very easy with that check to gain root access to the system.
Nice.
And you are looking at a research terminal, essentially.
Okay.
There are a number of coded specimens from 0 to 500, though there are not 500 here, only about a dozen, and a bunch of different research notes attached to them. I would say with that check, based on the logins to this terminal and based on the fact that there is no sign of GPF-like technology here, this is probably some sort of cover. And perhaps this person doesn't recognize the fact that they are part of this entire setup. They probably do believe that they work in a research place.
As we're like still standing outside looking in, like getting ready to go, I'd probably tell Spice, like, it seems as if, given the information inside, this staff member is unaware of the greater plot. It is truly a facade. However, the creatures inside are about a dozen of likely more than 500.
Okay.
It's likely that they're cycling them through for examination here in a more neutral environment.
Okay.
When you attempt to extract information from this person, remember that they do not know about Maldross' plan.
Okay.
You cannot ask them outright. Focus on asking them about the creatures that they've encountered, any anomalies that they've seen that they find particularly of note.
Okay.
We can corroborate that with the information that I've found on the computer, but we can do that once we've found a more secure location.
Okay.
Use your regular charm, and it should go fine.
Did you just say I'm charming? Let's go.
And do we have to, like, unlock... I guess we do have to break in still a bit.
I think with our strength at this point, I almost just want to try to just like get the door open.
Perhaps you could just try knocking.
Okay.
You can see like this guy straightens up. He stands up, and at first you thought like you were waiting for him to get taller. When he stands, he actually shrinks slightly. And as he walks over, this guy is maybe like 5'2", 5'3" on a good day. He slides the lock to the side and he pops the door open, just a crack, and you can see this guy, a little bit rotund, wiry brown hair. He has these very circular glasses that are taped on the bridge where they've broken. And he looks through the door and he goes, "I'm terribly sorry, but Pet Galaxy is closed. And it's been closed for some time."
Oh, no. I am Professor Odin of AlberonRPG Research Lab. I'm here to check up on testing, especially on 499. Can I please come in?
Make a bluff check.
Thank you.
And I would say
Very
take
nice.
a +8
That was
conditional
good.
modifier.
That was good.
She's just speaking fast.
I'm just gonna stand there politely next to Spice and just kind of nod.
Dude, this guy's dead. Okay. 53?
Holy
You can see he
Damn.
goes, Professor Odin, you say?
Yes.
Oh, I recognize you, of course, from your papers about that thing.
About my what?
You're here to research our subjects.
Yeah.
This
Could
is
you please
delightful.
open the door?
He kind of slides the final lock open and throws the door open. Please come in.
Thank you.
I've been hoping for some help, and I'm sorry. Who are you?
This is my research associate. They're going to be checking around.
Oh, very well. Come in, research associate.
This is Loki.
Loki.
I'm sorry. Your research assistant's name is Loki.
Professor. Say it.
Professor Loki is fine.
So, just what are the odds that you would be
The spelling
Professor
is
Odin?
different.
Make a bluff check. Take a plus 12 conditional modifier from Spice's first.
Yeah, if I screw it up because I just say the spelling's different, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
Anyway, we're here to check in. Can you tell me about what you've been doing recently?
Oh, of course, I'd be happy to.
just
Please,
landed in
right this
there,
way.
but
And they
holy
kind of
shit.
lead you over.
32.
Now, Professors Odin and Loki, as you can see, the sea life of this area that used to be fine for recreational sales has mutated slightly, and we're not entirely certain why. The purpose of the biotarium is to try to find out if there is some sort of commercial value to the mutations. We've seen too many eyes, fractal gills, glowing nerve strands. We've had problems with the power grid recently, and it seems as if perhaps the creatures are related to that.
Is it psionic?
They kind of
Tell me more about this power
They
surge.
take you by the elbows, both of you, and they pull you all the way to the farthest side of the room. And they kind of crouch down, putting the desk between you and the fish. And they say, "Come down."
Down.
Yes.
Okay. So
I
crouch.
think they're watching me.
Why do you say that?
He peeks up over, and if you both peek up, as you all look up, every fish in all 4 rows blink at the exact same time, and the power. And he just ducks back down. Oh, did you see that?
I did
It
see
seems
that.
as if they're attempting to make some form of communication with you.
They do. They mouth words that I don't understand.
They what?
They mouth words that I don't understand.
Are you implying that they have a level of sapience that was previously unknown?
My dear colleague, I do not imply anything. I don't know if I don't understand it because it's above my level, but I would imagine that it's just the fish. They're not very smart, I don't think. But I don't know. And that is primarily the problem, or was the problem. For you see, professors, with all 3 of us together, we can solve this. Professor Odin, would you like to lead?
I would. She'll stand up confidently and strut down and see if the eyes watch them.
They kind of pull some
Hypothesis
gloves
number
on,
1.
and they say, Professor Odin, do you prefer vivisection or dissection?
I prefer whatever one you are most comfortable with, as I am comfortable with both.
Oh, I prefer the creatures to be
Shit
dead
is just
myself.
like,
They go over to this tank. They have these like almost metal gloves on, and they reach in. You can see the tank labeled 499. There is this long
Wait,
eel-like
keep
creature.
that one in there for now.
But you just told me to dissect it.
it would be
I
better
want-
to study the creature before dissection while it is alive. Some of the properties may not be functional without proper life.
Very well, Professor Loki. I'll leave 499 to you. Then what would you like me to do then?
I want to see if the eyes follow me as I walk around the store and then back.
As you sort of begin to walk around, they don't follow you. They don't seem to focus too much on any one of you, but when the fish look at something, all of them do.
So they're all acting sort of like a single entity.
Make a sense motive
It's a
check.
swarm.
Or-
Okay, is there one of them that acts first that is the mind for the hive? Is there a queen of the
Make a
hive?
sense motive check.
You should
Okay.
probably make that sense motive check because my sense motive check is so bad that I don't even need to look it up because it's probably like a 4.
Well, that's okay because I'm really
And it
good
is a
at it.
4.
Oh, look at that. Hard to tell.
Wow, we are the perfect yin and yang here.
From a scientific perspective, as we're studying them, are there any patterns other than like we can pick up that they're all looking in the same direction? I guess I'd want to ask the guy too, but I'll let you do your thing.
45.
Nice.
You got
With
a
a
whole
45.
41 more than me.
As you try to get a sense for what is happening here, there's something about that hive mind thing that is not wrong. It isn't right either.
Okay.
You get the sense that, similar to Bastion, something is looking through these creatures, but it is something so much larger than any one of these. And it's not actively watching. This is a passive, almost like in a dream.
Okay.
But if this presence were to wake up, it would be immensely powerful.
Oh, shit.
Now, that said, you don't see anything here that would point to any one of these creatures being more significant than the others. And I would say from that, Spice, you recognize that what you are looking at here are mutations caused by this creature beneath.
Right.
Even here, even miles away up on shore, these things are being affected now.
Wow, hate that. Have you say your name again, I'm sorry.
My name is Taramy. I didn't give it to you.
Tara,
Professor Lonsdale.
Professor Lonsdale. Have you noticed, have any of the fish ever shown any behavior of breaking away from all looking in the same direction at the same time for any reason?
Not in a very long time.
Okay.
Have you seen any of the other subjects that you had mentioned? Or are these the only ones that you keep housed here?
Well, with the vivisection, unfortunately, we do go through many specimens in the course of a week, but these are the only living ones that I'm aware of. Others are brought in from time to time.
And when the others are brought in, do they exhibit the same behavior following with the eyes?
Again, it's been a moment since they brought in. Actually, they kind of check their communicator. I was supposed to have a shipment this morning. Perhaps she's just running late. But no, they seem to mostly behave like this, which is quite distressing.
Does it scare you?
Yes. That's why I'm so glad that you are both here.
This is odd behavior. I have never witnessed this before.
So, Shade hasn't gotten that there is this hive mind thing yet. Cause
Oh,
Shade didn't get
Spice
the
will
sense
just
motive,
be
but-
saying out loud, but then also in your mind explaining.
Okay.
There's a queen somewhere, and it's the in Spice's
Okay.
excited.
So Shade could probably then put together that it's likely the Leviathan. Given that, the Leviathan that is causing / linking with these creatures. So given that these creatures are still in this kind of passive, you said dreamlike state,
Yep.
How do you wake
is that a
them up from
good
dream?
indication that whatever Maldross is trying to do with the Leviathan hasn't happened yet because the Leviathan is still in some sort of stasis?
I would say
or,
for Free Shade, you get the sense that you would probably know if Dr. Maldross
like if he
has
succeeded,
completed
then
this.
yeah. So this thing being here still is a good indication that we still have some time.
Except there's no new shipment.
But
Yes.
that was the next thing that I was going to say is, but the fact that there's no new shipment would then be like, oh, they're not sending more subjects up. That means that they're probably getting close to finishing if they haven't already, and they're about to wake this thing up.
That's a thought.
So, gathering all of this, I
Please
think
proceed with the vivisection.
Very well.
actually,
And he,
Oh, actually what?
Professor
Loki?
Odin,
Yes?
something else has come up. We must go.
You sure you don't want to see what's inside the fish?
are you sure you must go?
Professor Lonsdale, I suggest you find a new job.
Make an intimidation check.
What the fuck?
I'm not trying to
Spice is-
intimidate him,
What
but
what's the purpose?
Yeah,
of
what are
this?
you
I'm
doing?
trying to... Yeah, I'm trying to tell him, like, you should probably get the fuck out of here, because This shit is
Shit's about to hit the fan.
dangerous and probably about to get way worse.
And you're finding.
Can you explain to me how that's not intimidation?
I guess
Make an intimidation check.
that's fine. I'm better at that anyway than everything
This
other
took
shit.
a turn I wasn't
Well, and like
expecting.
I don't know, there are times where like you intimidate people for their own good, you know.
Yeah,
It's, you
and that's the
don't-
thing. That's what
you're
Shade.
not. You're not
because
giving them the
also
dignity of
when
rest.
Shade is intimidating, a lot of the times he's not trying to be intimidating.
yeah,
it's
you're
just
taking
like
away the dignity of risk that people have.
That being said, this is not a great roll, so this guy might be like, "Fuck off." That is a 19.
Okay. Well,
He looks at you and he says, "Come now, Professor Loki. You don't need to be like all of our parents are. There is money to be found in science, I promise you. And together, especially if we can crack this. I mean, can you imagine? I'm not sure what this is, but I'm sure it's important."
I have a feeling that if you pursue this intellectual endeavor, it will not end as well as you would hope. Perhaps a job at the university.
You mean at the community college?
Yes.
It's a community college, though.
you work at a pet store.
It was a pet store. It is now a biotarium, and they're different. The difference is that one is for research and the other sells pets. Come now, Dr. Odin.
However, the community college would have likely resources that would allow you to study this more fully, would it not?
I think it's their decision. We best be on our way, Professor Loki.
And
Professor.
either way, regardless of what I care about, Renterpe's head of Ecotech Oversight would not have me in there. Dr. Saul has always been troubling.
How so?
They're cold and efficient, of course, which is why the GPF likes them, and why they've put them in charge of Renterpe's Oversight Department. They're also telepathic, and so it's difficult to get things by them. I stole their lunch once. It was a mistake.
Well, whatever you decide to do, we do need to be going. I apologize that we cannot assist you.
Perhaps you could come back later.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Indeed.
You just turn out and leave. And this was the day that he saw Professor Odin and Loki together. Great cover.
Thank you.
I thought Teramy was going to be the best name of that encounter, but no. Third
It's
best.
spelled Louhk.
It's spelled differently, bitch.
So-
E-I.
Heft. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what were we gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, as we're walking back, I'd fill Spice in on like.
Do
what
we know
what I
Dr.
suspect is
Sal?
happening.
Is that a name
I was
we've
gonna
heard
look that
before?
up.
Dr. Sal.
You
Dr.
haven't,
Saul.
actually. This is a
thought
new
you said
name for
something
all of you.
different, too.
Yeah, Dr. Saul, right?
So,
I thought you said song.
Saul.
Okay.
I'm imagining like Saul, like better.
S-A-H-L. Saul.
Oh.
I spelled it right.
I thought it was like Bible. Like,
And I would say, Spice, you recognize that as a Castrovalian spelling.
No, he's a Lashunta from Customer.
Probably works
Might
with Spice's
know.
mom.
My mom, probably working with my mom. Maybe my uncle. Not sure.
Heft, was there something that you were doing as like Bubbles and Cindy start to set about cooking? These two head off and into town. What are you doing?
Are they walking back in the direction of the feast or no?
Yeah, I think we'd head back to the house after our
All right,
excursion.
I spend like 5 minutes collecting seashells on the beach.
Aw.
You go off on the beach. You collect a couple seashells.
Puka shell necklace.
Make a life sciences check. Collecting shells in Aura's Bay is interesting.
If Hesk finds a shell that's big enough for them,
-2.
do they?
Well,
You
but
get
for a
pinched by a
natural one,
mutated
they
shrimp,
got a
and now you
natural
become
one.
Shrimp Man.
But I have immunity.
So
Ooh.
now you're extra Shrimp Man.
You find a lot of razor clam
Shrimps.
shells.
And you
They're,
step on
they're
them.
uniquely uniform, but that's probably just because this is like a tourist planet. They're probably importing them or farm growing them. Some of them have these strange strings attached to them, but probably like some kind of intestines or maybe like a vertebral lining. but you collect a bucket full of these very odd, very uniform seashells.
Are they like can caps or some shit?
It's gonna be another thing. It's more recycling.
Yeah.
You guys walk into the front door. Bubbles and Cindy kind of in the kitchen around the food synthesizer.
What did we prepare, Joe? I feel like Cindy's taking the lead on this.
Biscotti.
Because
No,
you're
Cindy's
such
not
a good
taking the
kid.
lead on
Cindy
this.
knows.
Sydney was like, "You like meat pucks? I can make those." I
I thought
like
she said
this
that in
idea.
a condescending way. It was like,
She
you
did.
like meat pucks.
Yeah,
Both.
But it was both.
Oh,
It was.
okay.
This is an easy task because meat pucks don't require any sort of preparation.
Ah.
If you let Cindy take the lead, what she does is she would print out the meat puck, she would unwrap it, and then set it on a plate.
Okay, no. Bubs has watched Gibbs cook things and Spice cook things unsuccessfully, and he knows to do the opposite of what Spice does.
I think
So
actually
you guys all
Shay's
walk in.
cooked
Cindy's kind of
things,
like,
too.
so you just print out all the ingredients and then you cook it manually anyways?
Well, I mean, you could just like print out the specific meal, but I feel like it's more, I don't know, it's more organic and like from the heart when you like, like when you put like work into it, it kind of like, it feels special for everyone when you make it yourself.
Okay. They just kind of nod, and they'll follow along with whatever you're doing. But you get the sense that that doesn't
They're
quite make
skeptical.
sense to them.
Bubs has made pasta before and it was terrible.
That's true.
And he got sick from it.
Yeah.
I think he would be beneficial to make the same meal, but this time he would know difference. He would have an advantage because he knows not what to do.
Roll a d20 at it and roll it twice.
Oh no!
Come on, Joe.
Any modifier?
Oh my god!
Professional
Oh my
chef.
god!
3.
Okay, and the
my
second
god.
one.
Can Cindy help?
She's
That's
helping.
why you have advantage.
Oh my god! It's what's gonna
Not a thing in
kill us
Starfinder,
again.
but there you go.
Just roll it, dude. Oh my
It's a 9!
Do I get any benefit?
No, it's not a skill check. This is really just overall
pure
kind of
chance.
how
Burn.
This
well
one's-
you can
Do
make
I
it.
get a benefit from making pasta before and failing at it?
The benefit was the advantage.
Oh,
that was
yeah,
Cindy.
minus.
The general benefit is the advantage. I would say you can get a +2 modifier
I'll take
for
it.
that. So a total of 11.
At level 16 in Starfinder, that's still an F.
That's gonna be
real
an
low.
ass.
But I'm making
meal.
pasta though. How hard is it going to be for a DC?
It's gonna be really
As
hard.
someone
I
who's
guess.
made pasta bad,
You're excited about this process. You're gonna make this, and in this moment, you've only had pasta like once or twice in your life, and you're flickering between that in your mind and the human lasagna. And when you think about those two things, they're very disparate, and you kind of get tunnel vision. You like make this. You print out the dough. You go through all the process of rolling the dough out, and then you kind of just curl it in, and you. Bubbles, at the end of this, you have one noodle. It is extremely long.
Okay. Bubs will just go with the meat pucks.
Okay.
Long noodle.
It's just super, it's a penne style noodle, just super long.
wait,
And
so it has
because
a
it's
tube?
fresh, it kind of folds in on itself. It's not
Yeah.
it's not great.
Bubs will food process some wine, put some meat pucks out.
Okay.
I mean, I will eat that long penne if you.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll put it on the table as like kind of like a nice like centerpiece.
Sure.
And I'll just like
This
sit
is
at the
just
end
like
of the
a
table.
coil of fucking
Not bad.
one
If Gibbs
noodle.
was here, Gibbs would probably be on the other side,
Yeah.
and you guys could
Enjoy.
This is like a 5-foot long single
Yeah.
penne noodle that is also just a little bit too thick. Whatever anime pasta is hard.
Bubs will pour wine for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
That'll make it
be
better.
like, guys, every mission, every family dinner we've had, they've all been successes and dinners, disasters.
Spice and Shade walk in the door as you're monologuing.
Oh, guys, sit down.
It's like 4. I'm not hungry yet.
Just this wine.
We found out some important information too.
You know what? You should sit down.
Where should I put my bucket?
What do we
For
have
all
in
of you
there?
now, you are looking at Heft, who is holding a
We all
bucket
know.
of the tampon little thing.
That's
you know,
what
like
I
the little
thought those
plastic
were,
circle
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Applicator.
Applicator, thank you.
Great find, hon.
Just sandy,
trash.
waterlogged applicators.
do you
Spice
intend to utilize
cries.
this for?
She laughs so hard. Your seashells are
I'm so proud of showing you.
Oh, maybe that's an after dinner treat.
treat. It's a treat for sure. Idiot.
Are you okay?
Well, he would never get periods, so.
Am I okay?
You're explaining this to a Vesk, who probably also, as they are, like, I believe an egg-laying species, probably don't really have a context for what periods are either.
Oh, right.
They're band-aids.
But you all now find yourself at 4 o'clock around
Shade
this
has to
table.
like restart for a
Spice
second.
starts putting them on her fingers.
Shade has to restart again.
Oh my god.
She's wet little, like, strings just straight down from your fingers.
Spice.
Ew.
Please
Oh,
wash
gross.
your hands. Please. Please.
And then Hef does it, and we just go.
For Heft, because your fingers are so big, they kind of crack as you put them on, but they definitely
I think
fit.
Shade would just go
No, Shade.
and walk out
Shade.
and just go
And then we come after
Shade
Shade.
smoke an entire fucking pack of cigarettes.
As Shade comes back from chain smoking or whatever, honestly, Bubs thinks, for a family dinner, this is not going so bad compared to the last
standard,
one.
yeah.
Somber.
So Bubs will pour people some wine.
I need a straw, and she'll hold the straw in between the two tampons and go.
You can see one of the strings just...
Oh, that's so gnarly.
Happy, disgusting.
How is this worse than Gibbs?
We all know that Spice is actually the truliest gross one.
This is one where Spice is just like... just like pull it out.
Oh, that's so.
Oh god. Anyway, so
Should I try that too?
after Jane smoking an entire pack of cigarettes.
All right. Yeah, you guys come back in. Bubs will, after you're done with your tampon shenanigans, Bubs will reveal the meat pucks. I tried the best I could, guys.
Like silver cloche.
Sure.
Amazing.
Yeah. Just one single.
Oh, wow.
So when you guys get back, like a couple of bottles of wine, glasses, Cindy like folds some napkins.
There's, like,
it's like a
4
really,
forks.
really nice looking table, and then ching, like room temperature meat.
And the big penne.
The fuck is that?
I'm really excited about that.
Spice, that's rude.
Alright.
Yeah, so I don't know, guys.
It looks like you tried very hard, Bubbles.
Thanks, Shade. I did try hard, and meat pucks are my favorite meal, so I figured why not have my favorite meal before we go into the battle. I just want to tell you guys that I don't know. It's this battle is. I've always worried that I don't know how to put this. Before every battle, I've always wanted to tell you guys how much I love you guys.
You've already told that to Spice so many times.
Spice turns beet red.
But I don't know. I feel like if I said that before, the last mission or a battle or something, you guys would worry about me and think it's something, something to be concerned about. But now I want you to guys know that I don't want to worry about that anymore. I want you guys to know how much you guys mean to me. And I regret all the things that happened to get to this point with Maldross and the galaxy being like it is. But I wouldn't change anything if it meant that I couldn't be with you guys today.
No need to regret, Bubby. We've done well. Yes, we had a rough start when we were getting our sea legs, but as bounty hunters, we've surpassed that a long time ago. We are a unit now in a way that we were struggling with before. And it's true. Mosaic Team 5 is full of love. And I'm happy to be here. wouldn't have done it with anybody else. Praise the director.
You can see Cindy kind of takes this in, and she says, I haven't traveled with all of you guys anywhere near as long as you've traveled with each other, but I've known Bubbles my entire life. And if he cares about you, then you're important to me as well.
Bubbles will like raise his glass of wine.
Put that down. Shade has to say something and then heft.
All right, Bubbles will look at him.
Thanks for having me. This is really fun. And we'll continue to have fun.
Yes, we will.
Chin chin.
And then
Speech!
eyes
Speech!
now on
the captain.
Speech!
we're all ready to toast to whatever you're gonna say.
She turns on the little karaoke microphone.
Where did that come from?
Auto-tune shit.
I obviously always have one.
You see Cinema Q just with a
Where
wire.
did that come from? What the fuck? It has been a tumultuous few months with Mosaic. However, through that time, I have seen both of you, and to a lesser degree, you have. Can I kind of side-eye that bucket? I have seen you become much more capable people together. And you have helped me as well. I am still not optimal, but I
Are
understand.
any of us optimal? I think that's it.
Spice, let him talk.
I understand that, as you say, none of us are perfect. And I understand myself more because of you. You are all reflections of memories and emotions that I can recall but haven't been able to place. You have kept me grounded in a time of immense uncertainty. And I continue to rely on that now. We will succeed in this mission because we have other team members that we need to return to. But after this, Mosaic Team 5 will not be finished. After we defeat Maldross, there will still be much work to do. The director has plans for Gaia's mutagen once we're able to stop Dr. Maldross, to utilize it for its original purpose, terraforming. It is likely that that process will take some time and will need our help as well. So do not think of this as our final mission. We will continue. We will defeat Maldross, and Mosaic Team 5 will continue to rise to the top.
I was like wiping away tears. With that, I say,
To the top.
The top, and for team workers.
Ah, to team workers! And she'll smash her glass at everybody's.
Okay. You all cheers glasses. You drink a little bit of wine. You have either meat pucks or the one penne that you create.
Slice off
Is there
a
any
piece of that
sauce or
penne.
anything?
You just take a little part of it to the penne tenderloin.
Why is it chewy?
And as you have this family meal, perhaps not the final meal of Mosaic Team 5, perhaps just the first meal of this next
The
chapter.
final large penny.
This penne is very chewy.
But as you all have this meal, time passes, and when you resolve this, it is probably getting close to 6, 7 o'clock at night. The sky outside shifting into twilight. You can see now the lights of the shipping lane overhead in space, kind of forever making their way to and from Aura's Bay. You can see sparkling lights off near the beach where now a stage, full swing. There is music coming from there. You can see, Spice, there are limousines, one of which has protruding from the skylight a stripper pole, a disco ball on top. There is a party that is beginning to kick off.
She squints to make sure it's Sarah up there. But I guess there's nobody up there
You
yet.
squint and you can't quite tell. There's a dozen or so people up there.
Okay.
But past the lights, past the shore, and across the ocean, there is immense darkness. And because it is 9:30,
Okay. Well,
this is where we're going to end for the evening. But Mosaic Team 5, next week, this darkness calls for all of you. Thank you for joining us for this session of Mosaic Team
Fucking
5.
kill it.
We will be back next week, but please stay safe. It is wild out there. Bye.
See you, best boyfriend.